Alright, I think we're going, I think. I hope. It says I am live. Is it working? Is the frame rate garbage?
If it's the same link you gave me earlier, then yeah.
I don't know if it's gonna be the same link. Should be a different link.
Seems to be working.
I'm gonna refresh.
Yeah, it's the same link. It's working.
Yeah, okay, we're going. Yo, what's up, everybody? We're streaming a video game. What game is this, you might ask? Well, it's a game that is not currently released. Brandt, when is this game gonna get released?
When it's done.
When will that be?
When I feel like releasing it.
That won't be soon, I'm guessing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not anytime soon.
So it'll be a while. You know, because you're making this game with how many other people? Like 4?
The main team right now is 4 people.
4 people. So this is just is that like including Tyler making the music, or is this just like programmers?
Yeah, that's including Tyler.
Okay. So how many people like actually modeling and programming for this right now?
Me and one other guy did all of the modeling and texturing, and then we have a main programmer, but all of us kind of know how to program a little bit in Unreal because of the way that it handles programming.
So we kind of know how to program, so we're making a video game.
2 of us kind of know how to program. The other one knows how to program.
So it's like that scene in *Inglourious Bastards* when Brad Pitt's like, I speak Italian. These 2 guys kind of speak Italian.
Yes, exactly like that.
Right on. All right, so
there's the first Rayman reference.
Oh yeah, there's gonna be tons of people asking if there's. Well, the character design definitely has some Rayman influence with the hands, for sure.
Yeah.
Have you even played like you've been playing Rayman 3 recently? Have you played any other Rayman games?
I played 2 on 3DS like last year. I did play it on PS1 back when I was younger and I would rent it, but I didn't get very far because I got to a level and it was spooky.
Oh yeah, it's
and then I played Raving Rabbids.
Thank you, Brand only. He says he loves Radman. Can that be the official nickname for Rad? Is Radman instead of Rayman? Just change one letter and it's like it works. All right, so we're gonna start a new game here. So this is a very early build. This is probably the 4th build you've sent me. You've sent me a. It's been like a couple of years since you first approached me with this project. It's been like at least 2, I think.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
It's been around for a little while. Like the very first build is super ugly. Like,
yeah.
I have a video showing the 3 different builds that we have, and the first one is just when I was first learning Unreal and learning how to model and stuff.
Yeah.
You can tell.
It's really interesting seeing Rad's model evolve because he had more of like an alligator mouth where like kind of squared off, but now it looks like an axe, and I think it looks really cool.
Yeah. The axe idea came from one of my professors when I was in the class.
Oh, right on.
He's like, "Why don't you make it an axe?" And I'm like, "Oh, that would actually work better."
So we could chop through the
Rad was
platforms.
To be an alligator.
Yeah, he's like a it's like an alligator thing, I guess.
Yeah, and then someone came up to me and they're like, you know alligators don't have ears. I'm like, well, shit, no, I don't know what it is.
That's probably like how they were making Rayman. They were probably like drawing like some sort of animal, and someone comes over to Michelle and says like, you know that they don't have a nose like that, and he's like, oh fuck, damn it. And that's how Rayman was born. I don't know. But yeah, this is a game being made by Brandt, my friend here, who's joining me today for the stream, and a couple of his homies from college. You're still in college. You graduate next year?
Next year, yeah. And the 2 other main guys, like the programmer and the environment artist, they graduated.
So to make this clear, this is like a college project. This is not like a AAA game.
This was a college project. Please don't think it's a AAA game. I don't.
Yeah. Though that said, like some of the environments and stuff look really nice. Some of the mechanics you got here, while simple, work very well, and I'm actually pretty impressed by it. So we're gonna. Oh, and the other thing of significance is I'm voicing the main character in this game. and I played a bit of it today, and like listening to my lines, I'm just thinking, oh no, this is weird. Hearing my own voice in the game is one thing for like the grunts and stuff, but like lines. But yeah, without further ado, we're gonna start a new game. And we'll. Oh, Brady's in the game too.
Yeah, he is.
He's all the NPCs,
yeah,
so we gotta find all the Brady NPCs.
Yeah. So just to let you guys know, this was 4 months worth of work about.
This current build. Yeah.
This current build took 4 months, and then even before that, we did 4 months of paperwork and planning.
Okay, right on.
So, technically 8 months, but making the game itself was 4 months.
Alright, so let's get started. I like these little loading screens you have where it says mailbox says, and you got like some little thing there. That's always different.
Yeah. There was supposed to be more of those, but I guess the randomizer node or whatever is broken. And I was really sad because one of the ones that I put in was I'm gonna kill Praxis. And I never got to see it. I don't know if you've played Jack 2, but that's what that's from.
No, I've never played Jack 2.
Brad, come look.
Okay.
The doctor
People
has
that
a
have
new
played Jack 2
invention.
would know that.
Shh, the cutscene.
What was that, buddy? Wait up.
Still not like a sound for when Rad like hits the dirt there.
Yeah.
So it sounds a little odd, but you know, still an early build. Still a couple things that here and there. But like, I had you sent me an earlier build of this same level like 2 months ago, and like the amount of like improvements just from those 2 months is like pretty wild. Like these steps right here did not look like this. They look so much better than they used to, and it's like the way like the light even reflects off of them looks so nice.
Yeah, a lot of stuff was like before we had models for things, we would just use a model that we had somewhere else. So we probably just had stairs, or we probably just used stairs from the fire escape as just a placeholder.
Yeah. It's really cool playing build after build and kind of seeing things like that were a placeholder like slowly get replaced with the things that are actually. I never noticed this boat. Was this boat here before?
No, that's new.
You know, that reminds
was the
me.
last build.
You know what this reminds me is the in Station Square in Sonic Adventure. There's like that little dock with a boat. That's what that reminds me of. So when you start the game, you only got like the jump, and you got a little attack move where I like how your hands swing around. It's kind of like the spin from Crash, but you're not spinning, just your hands are.
Yeah, originally his whole body did spin, like in the last prototype.
Yeah, I remember that.
His entire body spun. But I'm like, you know what? Let's just play with the whole no arms and just do that. Also, he does tilt a little bit, and I know exactly why. Because
I just noticed that.
His idle animation is in relaxed contrapposto, and it doesn't update that pose when he attacks. So his body, like the top half of his body, like rotates to make his spine straight for the attack. So
it's interesting because like
goofy.
that doesn't even look like an error. It just looks like a normal thing. But I didn't realize that was by accident.
Yeah, it looks better when he's running because his body is straight.
Oh yeah, and he kind of like leans into it. I like how his expression changes to like that of an angry one. Thank you, Googlom. Hey, NitroRad, you're a cool dude. Good job. Thank you. Appreciate that. Ooh.
So I did see someone earlier noticed the little town symbol or logo that popped up that said Vistabel in the opening cutscene. They said it looked like it was from Kingdom Hearts, and that is exactly what the inspiration for that was.
Oh, really? So you've got a lot of... Oh, there's like graffiti here. Fix it, Lloyd.
That was the... Yeah. That was like the last thing that I added to the game before
That's neat.
the Expo the other day, was I just made a bunch of graffiti. Yeah, Fix It Lloyd was just something
Jazzy.
that we would always say when something...
See, I love one thing I would love about older platformers, and when they would just have stuff written on the walls. Like Gex 3 had stuff just written on the walls all the time. Hat in Time had that too. So that's always just like really fun stuff to throw in there.
Yeah.
This is a weird ass box stack.
Also, yes, chat, I do like Dragon Ball Super.
Oh, I'm caught up with the English dub. I just watched the episode where Trunks went angry Super Saiyan.
Ooh, that's a good episode.
Yeah, it is. I'm loving the Trunks saga. Like, Trunks is one of my favorite DB characters.
Oh boy, dude, Trunks is so cool.
Here's an NPC. I got a line here.
Hey, Rad, finally got up for your nap, eh?
I like how you make me say A is like the stereotypical Canadian thing to say.
Yeah. So,
You
Roasted
pitched that down a
Justice-
bit, didn't you?
Justice asked- Tyler did. Roasted Justice asked if I use 3ds Max for modeling. I do. I use 3ds Max for modeling like most of the props and stuff, and then we use ZBrush for sculpting characters and whatever else. What other complex things we need, we'll sculpt in ZBrush.
So, what's cool is, oh, I thought you could pause to see, like, your mission, but at the top left at one point it said, find the ductor in the square, so that's what we gotta do, but we're gonna talk Stanley here first.
Brad.
Yeah, if you press the right stick button, it will pop up.
Oh, okay, I see. So just to let you know, Brandt, from stream delay, you're probably seeing, like, 10-15 seconds behind.
I am.
Yeah.
You just talked to
How's
Stanley.
my favorite comic collector?
Can you help me find my game board pieces?
Shouldn't it be board game pieces?
Sure.
I know. I don't know why Cassandra said it like that, but she said game board pieces instead of board game pieces, and I'm like, okay, you need to have her redo it. And Tyler's like, we don't have time, and I'm like, oh no.
Oh, hold up. This is one of my favorite lines from the NPCs I've voiced.
I like to stand in the middle of the road. I'm just lucky we live in a town with
The
no
car
cars.
one.
Yeah, the car one. Here's Brady.
Lloydland. I heard the owner got sued after a guest got trapped in one of the rides. The owner had an army of giant robots and was planning world domination. He was stopped because the guests threw rocks at him.
That's pretty funny. You got like a bunch of Lloydland signs behind him. That's a good bit. Good detail.
Yeah. So Lloydland is well, the whole concept. I don't know if that NPC talked about Dr. Lloyd or if he mentioned him. But anyway, just Lloyd is this big reference that we have, or joke that we have in our university, and he's our programmer. And he made this video for a rendering software that he made up called Magic Render.
Yeah.
And he played this persona named Dr. Lloyd.
Oh, I see.
And it was such a stupid, funny video, and everyone loved it. So for our level design class, we made a game where Dr. Lloyd retired from being a doctor and opened up a theme park called Lloydland.
Like Eggman Land?
Yeah, sorta. So in that game, you're a guest that gets trapped in a ride, and you have to escape. And there's a final boss, and in order to beat it, you have to throw rocks at him. So that's just what that reference is there.
I see. That's cool.
Just that was just like there's a lot of references in this to like stuff that happened at our school.
Like good fun college
just
in
because we wanted
jokes.
to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here we got an unlockable costume. New skin unlocked. So you actually have different costumes already in the game. So there's a different costume.
This first one's probably my favorite. And it was
That was designed by Scarlett.
for for a skin design contest that we had in the fall. So
I think she did a really good job on it. I think it's a really good design.
she did. Yeah, like I said, it's my favorite skin. We have
So
a bunch
you
of
want-
skins.
Do you want to mention how, like, so far for NPCs, the only two models you have is the model of Brady and the model of me? That's why we're all the NPCs right now.
I didn't mean to make the first NPC look like you. That's just how the sculpt came out. It just looked like you, and I'm like, well, oh well. I made it, and I'm not gonna unmake it because I don't have time.
Yeah.
And then Brady's model is just yours without hair, a little bit chubbier, and then with a hat.
And then, like, the skin
And that's-
tone changed to match his, yeah.
Yeah, the different, and then the different texture. Yeah. So
So, right
basically
here...
the same model. They use the same skeleton.
Yeah.
too.
I kind of like the art style for it. It reminds me a lot of Wallace and Gromit, like the way the eyes and the mouth is.
You're like the only person on Earth that likes those NPCs.
Really?
When I showed them to our class, like the day after I made them or finished them or whatever, like everyone just hated them. They're like, they don't have noses. I'm like, okay, I'll give them a nose, kind of.
So here's something I want to ask you about earlier. These balloons. I really like these balloons. You hit them from any angle and just send you upward, just like Sonic Unleashed. I'm guessing that's what that was kind of inspired by.
Actually, Sonic Generations.
Oh, well, they were also
I
in
don't
Sonic
remember if
Unleashed.
they were in Okay.
Because they're in the Sonic Unleashed stage because those balloons are from Sonic Unleashed. In a rooftop run.
It's just been a long time since I've played Unleashed. I've just played the Generations version way more because, you know, it's on computer and it runs faster.
Yeah. And Sonic Unleashed runs like garbage on PS3. I've never played the 360 version. Supposedly it runs better. I like how you put like It wasn't you. It was your friend put like 1 billion empty pizza boxes by Brady and me here.
Yeah, I was like, hey, so, oh no, I was working in the level, and then my stuff got deleted, and I can explain how that works later on, because it's a lengthy process.
Yeah.
But I had stacked up a bunch of pizza boxes, and I'm like, hey Paul, can you like redo those pizza boxes or whatever? Actually, anywhere that you see the two sitting next to each other, just put a bunch of pizza boxes. And he's like, well, how do you want them done? And I'm like, surprise me.
See, I'll find another spot. There's another spot I found over here with all the pizza boxes, and the chair we're sitting in is actually made out of the pizza boxes. There they are. I like how you got like the greasy stains on the other side and everything.
Yeah.
It's good.
So, you didn't happen to post this on Twitter, did you?
Yeah, I post the pizza box thing on Twitter. I don't know if I was supposed to or not.
No, the stream link or whatever.
Oh, no, I haven't done that. I probably should do that. Give me a second, everybody. I was just so, concerned about getting this stream to work because, like, me playing PC games and streaming them, it always destroys the frame rate. And it was just me focusing so much on getting that I forgot to tweet it. I'm streaming RAD, an indie platformer that I'm voicing the main dude in. Just in early build right now, but it's shaping up to be a pretty cool game. And then I'll get the link there. And
thank you for not calling it a pretty rad game.
Oh, believe me, buddy, I get that frickin' joke every day of my life. Is it pretty rad? I get people reply, like, anytime I call something cool or nice or great, people have to reply, be like, yeah, but is it rad? And I'm like, yeah.
Yeah. Stop calling things rad now.
Well, I made my username NitroRad because I call things rad and radical unironically, and I've slowly stopped doing that because of it. Yeah, like I got the warning at the bottom. I apologize if the frame rate's a little lower than it could be, just because my computer sucks at streaming. I really need a better CPU, I think.
Yeah.
But yeah, why don't we do the first mission where we find the doctor? That is as the name suggests, it is a doctor who is indeed also a duck.
Hey, doctor.
Yeah, that was pretty clever.
I would like to show you my
I wonder who came up with that.
Yeah.
It wasn't me.
I've discovered a way to harness the energy contained within a MacGuffinite.
I like how you have a copyright symbol after MacGuffinite. Are you actually going to copyright that term?
It's okay. No.
I'm going to power up the Popatron 37 trillion.
But actually, we do want to reference that that video that you and Brady, or that you sent me and you and Brady
like
played.
that?
And he said make a muffinite. And I think
McMuffinite.
I might make a reference to that later.
Oh
on.
yeah, I sent you a video. I had Brady playing the previous build, and I sent Brandt some videos of Brady playing it, and Brady saw McGuffinite, and he called it a McMuffinite.
Come again?
Yes, Radwell is Rad's full name. Please do not draw porn of Rad.
Is someone saying that there's gonna be porn? Oh no.
No, someone says draws porn.
Delete all the source files right now. Get rid of it. Burn it.
Oh, good grief.
So I guess the initial
Wow, that was a
plot.
sick particle effect.
So I guess the initial plot is Ductard's like, hey, I got a thing, and the thing blows up. You gotta get the things, put the thing in the thing, and that's a collectathon. Gotta get some things. So tell us about the collectible. They're MacGuffinites. What does that mean? What is that? What is that?
So, that is the thing I'm most proud of in RAD is the name MacGuffinite, because, you know, a MacGuffin is like an object or a plot point that pushes the plot forward.
Like, for example, the
So,
briefcase in Reservoir Dogs only exists to move the plot
Yeah.
forward. It is the MacGuffin. It's a literary device.
Yeah. So I'm like, you know what? I'm just gonna call it MacGuffinite. Oh, so you just jumped down from like a water tower. Can you go back up there real quick?
Yeah.
Okay,
So by
thank you.
just, I mean like 15 seconds ago, or I don't know where I was.
Yeah, probably.
Water tower. I don't remember.
It was
where
by where the balloons were, like
Okay.
the 3 balloons.
Yeah, I'm going back up to where those 3 balloons were.
But yeah, so the MacGuffinites
Oh, I
in
see.
the game are basically the equivalent of Power Stars from Mario 64.
Stars or
And I
jiggies.
just named them. Yeah, and I named them MacGuffinite because, yeah.
Thank you, White Dog. Didn't even say message, but no message is needed. The kindness is there. I don't know.
This game looks awesome. You look awesome, LCC, the Op Mudkip.
I want to mention that when I was recording lines for when I get stuff, I was just saying stuff like "great, nice, got it" or whatever. There's one where I said "fucking nice, bitch," and then like you're like, James, I can't put this in the game.
It was close.
You'd have like
I did put it in to show it off for that was in the game when we showed this to our professor. For
Oh
our last
no!
grading. And he lost it. He loved it.
What I love about
So,
college
yeah,
is it's usually like you're more so friends with your teachers, so you can like swear around them. Like my professor Ashley, in college, like we would swear, and it was just cool because it's college. It's not like high school, right? We're all adults.
There's a
Yeah.
smelter just outside of town.
Yeah,
You can see the
that's
smoke from
basically
inside
how
of
it is.
town.
Our
I knew
professors
a guy
swear
who
more
worked
than
there.
us.
Said they smelled magnets.
How do you smell magnets? What do magnets smell like? Oh, the
No,
Brady's.
smelt.
Oh, smelt.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Like
So.
you're smelting a magnet down.
Oh, I see. I misunderstood. So, you've got like a couple of NPCs that kind of give you like points of interest. Be like, hey, there's a thing over there. That reminds me of Ty the Tasmanian Tiger 2 did that, and I actually like that about that game quite a bit.
It's been
Or did they do that in that
ages
game?
since I played that.
Oh, I used to
don't
play
remember.
that so much as a kid.
Yeah, it's basically there's like distant landmarks that you can see from the town, and I just wanted some NPCs to give some clarity on what some of them are.
Right on.
If you want to go and talk to everyone,
Which is totally optional. You
There's
can
a
just
lot
ignore
of-
everyone.
yeah, there's a lot of dialogue
Ooh.
in this.
So you got like a lot of unique graffiti. I'm not seeing like the same thing. Like, what does it say? Brandt is at least wily as 30. Brandt is at least as wily as 30 children.
Okay, so we had this Discord group for our capstone class, which is the class that I made this for, and we have a quotes section in there, and that was one of the first quotes said in our class. So, because I was really hyper first couple weeks.
Oh,
of
there's
class.
the RAD logo. Little in profile view there. So RAD can swim. Oh, I guess not. I thought he could swim. Ah, I thought he
That's
could
the
swim.
last ability you get. It's the
Oh,
last ability
in
you
the
get is swimming.
in the build when you have all the abilities I played, you could swim.
Yeah.
So I thought I just jumped in the water thinking I could swim. I like these birds fly
Yeah,
away.
yeah.
It's like a John Woo film.
Yeah, that took a while to figure out the birds. They still don't work very well. And by that, I mean if you run past them, sometimes they fly away upside down. But I think it's goofy enough to keep it in.
So a big part of this game is Stanley is a younger character, and his whole thing is he likes board games, and he lost all his pieces. So that's like the collectible. If you get all the board game pieces, he'll give you a MacGuffinite. But I like he's standing by a shop. That's a silhouette of his father at the shop, right? So
Yeah, it is.
his father must own the shop, is what I'm guessing.
Yeah, that's just what we're saying right now. Plus
I like,
the shop's name is
Stand-up comics. I think that's a really good name. It's really clever. We got a mailbox.
yeah,
here.
so you can see like the inside of some of the buildings, and they're just
Yeah,
like,
I saw that.
pictures of my house.
Yeah, it's just this is a photograph from inside your house.
Like if you see the TV, it's my living room.
Oh my god.
There's a One Piece poster to the left, and then a Sonic poster to the right.
Oh yeah, I can see that. Well, you can't quite make it out because it's like defocused, right? But
Yeah.
it's a flat texture, but it's like slightly inwards, so you see like a little bit of depth, like a little illusion of depth there.
Yeah, that's actually a parallax map or whatever.
Okay.
When you play like a Genesis game and they have the parallax scrolling or whatever,
Yeah.
it's the same concept.
We got a
But yeah,
Dirk's ice
so-
cream. Get going,
so
Dirks.
Dirks is actually the nickname that we have for our friend Derek, and the interior of that was his capstone project from a year ago. 'Cause he
Oh.
made like the interior of a diner that was supposed to be based on the art style of Overwatch.
Okay.
So we asked him if we could use it, and he said yeah. So we just named the diner Dirks as his nickname.
Dirks Diner. I like you got these like little wiggly hermit crabs. I found a
Yeah,
couple of
love
them around.
I'm glad that you said that they're hermit crab. I like that you like assumed that. I don't know.
What do other people think they are? Like snails?
I don't know. I thought people would have, but yeah, they're hermit crabs. Like when you see them running, their arms like dangle a little bit.
Yo, Brady's in the chat. Oh, thank you, White Dog. He says,
Okay,
the game looks great so far. My voice is 11 out of 10. I don't know if he means my voice, your voice.
My voice isn't in it because I don't think I have a good voice.
Well,
Also,
you're
Johnny
talking
is
in the
chat, too.
stream.
Yeah, I got a good voice.
One thing I want to ask people in the stream is the game's audio too low? Is it too loud? Like, how's the audio sound? I want some people to get some feedback on that because I was really unsure of what the volume should be for this. One thing I do think translated well, not to like boast or anything, but I really like the grunts I did for RAD. I think they sound really fitting.
Yeah.
I was channeling my inner Star Fox adventures when Fox is like when he jumps and stuff.
Yeah. One of the things that I didn't quite get to putting in.
Oh, no.
People use them. Because a lot of these are from the last prototype. Because we didn't have. I don't think we had you record any new ones. Because these ones work just fine.
Right on.
Yeah, but the. Oh, I saw you die.
I'm saying it's a little low.
One of my favorite. Yeah, one of my favorite things that you recorded for the previous prototype was this spinning sounds for when you tag, and I remember you telling me that you were actually like physically spinning.
Oh,
your
yeah.
chair to get some of those.
Oh, I wasn't spinning my chair. I was
thought
like,
that was really funny.
I was violently shaking my face around to make my cheeks like flop back and forth as I made noises. Like,
okay.
That's what I was doing.
Okay. Oh boy.
So, I gotta find 3 MacGuffinites and then I can do a level and I'll get a new ability, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, I'm gonna look for some MacGuffinites. Are they just like around the town? Because I found one in the town.
Did you get the one at the harbor?
No, I didn't. I'll go get that one. Oh, I was going for that, but I fell in the water. So I changed the volume to be higher. I increased the volume. I don't know why I didn't just say that, but I increased the volume. So, is that any good,
post
chat?
this in the NITROSTREAM Discord, by the way.
Oh, absolutely. Go ahead. Oh, okay. So collection. Oh, you got like a series of hints here of where like some of them are. So scale the fire escape's the one I got. Back alley trash, MacGuffinite, and the shards. That's nice. So it's kind of like the Mario 64 menu, but you just have it on the pause screen. You can look at it. So I guess it's more like Mario Odyssey. So this is gonna be like more of like an open world-ish collectathon, like Banjo, I guess.
Yeah. If there's anything that seems like it's probably from Mario Odyssey, it's probably from Lloyd or Paul because I've never played it, and those two have played it to completion.
I see.
So if there's anything that's even remotely similar to that, then it's probably their doing, not mine.
Do you have a Nintendo Switch?
No, I don't.
Okay, because I was gonna say.
I just bought a PS4, so.
Oh, right on. You gonna play the new God of War?
I already beat it.
Oh, really? How was it?
Really, really good actually.
I've been hearing very good things about it. I have it because it came with my PS4 Pro that I got recently. But I want to wait till I'm done Yakuza 6 before I start it because I know like Yakuza games are so long, it's so easy to like. But I gotta finish Pac-Man World 3 first, and I keep not doing that. I feel like I need the hover move for this.
Yeah, there's another MacGuffinite in that area that you can get.
Okay. If I can stop sucking at it.
Yeah, like we were at the career quest thing that I posted about before.
Yeah.
And for those of you who don't know, that it's basically like this conference where a bunch of like high schools and middle schools will bus their kids to this convention center, and then there's a bunch of careers.
I thought you said
And
bust
my
your kids.
university- No.
Bust.
Like,
Yeah, I know.
literally
I hear.
bust them as it. Yeah. So, my university asked us for the second year in a row to show RAD there, and it's basically, yeah, we would just have kids come up and play RAD, and then we would ask them questions, or they would ask questions, and it was a lot of fun. Oh, but after, I'm like, how is this relating to God of War again? After that, because I was driven there by my friend Paul, and if I say Paul or Lloyd, Paul is our environmental artist and Lloyd is our programmer. And we're also friends too, so we drive each other places.
Yeah.
But anyway, after that, I was like, hey Paul, drive me to GameStop. I'm gonna pick up God of War. I'm not gonna play it until I'm done with class. And then lo and behold, 3 days later, I beat it. There's like nothing for me to do on RAD for like a couple of weeks because I was just making environment or crops and stuff.
So you had some free
By the way,
time
the
to
MacGuffin
play
is-
through
there's
God
like
of War.
Yeah, there's like a puzzle inside the, or a maze inside the...
Oh.
I see you jumping around them now.
I see. I'm going in.
Yeah.
One guy asks, is there going to be a public demo available for this game?
Yeah, there will be, eventually. The plan right now is we're just gonna, like, clean up the build that we have now and make sure that there's absolutely no copywritten material, because...
I actually,
there is
not to
some, and I have a
interrupt,
story to tell about it.
but not to interrupt, I remember you tweeting about, like, sorry pieces. Are they copyrighted, you know? Cause
Yeah, like, sorry pieces.
that seems like something that's, like, public domain, but you never know, like, that might be, oh, wait, they do have the copyright to that? And then, yeah, then you can't use it, right?
Yeah, I actually did do a lot of research on it, and from what I found, they're not copywritten because they're like super generic, and there's a bunch of board games that use them.
Yeah.
But like, I even went even further down the rabbit hole and tried looking up like meeples and like dice and stuff like that, and I think they're just like generic enough
cool.
that it's not copywritten and no one will care.
Why are there
But,
toilets
like,
in this dumpster? The dumpster is full of toilets!
Broken.
Well, they look fine to me! What are these toilets in the garbage can?
Yeah, I didn't finish.
What the
I was
hell?
saying it
This
because
is
I
your
got off
bathroom! This is a picture of your bathroom! Why can't I see someone's
Yeah.
bathroom? What if they go to the bathroom? I can see them take a piss. I can see them poop. I can see them shower! Who put a window by the bathroom?
track. Yeah.
Oh man, I'm in the toilet. Brandt, I found a bug. I'm in the toilet.
Oh no. I'm waiting for it to catch up.
Oh,
so
there's,
can
I see.
in the
There's a little worm,
Just
there's a
saying.
little worm guy peeking out.
Oh, it has no collision because it's a skeletal mesh. Oh, I forgot. Okay.
So that's,
So, fun little Easter egg here. I don't know if you're still at that place.
Yeah, I'm
but
still
if
around
you
there.
Look at the sign. Yeah, if you look at the sign, it's called Tyler Baldwin's Plumbing Services.
yeah.
And if anyone has played through Ukulele, there's a section in the snow world where you go into like these, that ice kind of castle thing or whatever.
Yeah.
And inside there is the levels that were made for all the backers or whatever.
Ah, crap.
And Tyler Baldwin is another one of our programmers, but he hasn't been able to work on RAD because of health issues, and he had to move away and he had to quit college for the time being.
Oh.
But anyway, him and his brother backed Ukulele for like a couple $1,000s, I think it was, to
Really?
get that tier where they make a level.
Wow.
So if you play Ukulele, and you get to that snow ice castle place, in the very back, the last room is called Tyler Baldwin's Plumbing Services. So
Interesting.
we basically made an Easter egg of that Easter egg for our friend Tyler, and he loved it. Like, he thought that was the funniest thing.
That's
when
awesome.
We referenced that.
I think that's a good opportunity to put reference and stuff, because it's stuff that people don't need to get, because it also doubles as just like the name of a place. I think like having like stores
yeah.
named after stuff, that's definitely a good opportunity for that. I got 3 MacGuffinites now, so I'm gonna go open the level in the middle of the Vistabel. Oh, that's another thing I've been meaning to ask you. Where'd the name Vistabel come from?
Oh my god. So, Vistabel came from a Minecraft server that Tyler and I used to play on.
Really?
We made a town and we named it Vistabel, and we had a big ass bell tower in it. And when we were working on the second prototype for RAD, and we were trying to come up with names for like towns and other locations, I just thought that we could reuse that name.
It is a good
Sounded
name.
enough.
It is a really good sounding name. Especially, I like how the town does have a bell tower that you will hear ringing at intervals.
Yeah.
So here we've got like a
So, yeah.
Mario Galaxy style-esque platforming challenge. Anything with floating platforms I just called Galaxy-esque. I probably shouldn't, but... very aesthetically reminds me of Crash Bandicoot, like the tribal looking, I think the music kind of reminds me of, Crash as well. Oh, that's a checkpoint. Okay, I thought that was an enemy coming to kill me. So, these, platforming challenges are to, hide away a new move, right? You beat one of these, then you get a new unlockable move.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, these look familiar. The swap platforms.
Yeah.
Oh, I did
Yeah,
this
like-
before, but I had the hover move. This is a lot harder without the hover move.
Yeah, there's a specific pattern that you need to go to. We were gonna fix it, but we just forgot. But yeah, these challenge levels originally weren't in the design document for the game. You were just supposed to unlock abilities. Like, instead of having this level, you would just go up to the well and it would give you them.
Oh, I see.
But when we were first getting critique in our class about it, one of the biggest things that came up the first couple of weeks is that we didn't have any gameplay. We didn't have anything, like any goals or anything.
Any like
So
challenging
we
levels
just-
other than roaming around and exploring.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we created these to sort of break up the exploring and to have a more like
Traditional platforming
you know,
challenge.
challenging.
Yeah.
Yeah, something sort of like that. So I think they really helped break it up, and then we gave them your reward would be to unlock a new ability, which would help you explore the town a little more.
That's
So
cool.
It would, yeah. So yeah, that's why these exist.
And here we go. Got the
We
got the
also
star.
made- nice. We also
Ooh.
made like before we made these, we made like a really rough I wouldn't say platforming challenge. It was just like an obstacle course to test out Red's abilities.
Yeah.
We brought it in one day for critique, and we probably spent like 40 minutes of people just trying to see who could get through it the fastest. I'm like, oh, this is actually fun. That's a good thing.
It is
So I
fun.
don't know if you heard the I don't know if you heard the checkpoint when you get it. It goes hoo-ha,
Ooh-ha.
but that's just Tyler.
Oh, is it?
he just put it an octave lower or whatever.
That's cool. So yeah, we just got the
Rad.
sprint move. So the sprint also doubles as a long jump, because if you jump when you're sprinting, you go much further. Oh, so
I
I'm
got a
seeing...
question.
Oh, yeah.
So, Doki Doku asks, "Hey Brandt, got any tips for making a capstone project that the professor won't tell us?" Oh my gosh, all these ad names. Anyway, not really. I don't know. If you just follow what your professor will ask, then you'll get the project done. But just make sure that you have like all the paperwork and everything finished, and to the point where if you could give the paperwork to someone that's not, you just. Yeah, what's so funny?
What is this
Is
guy,
that-
like,
something
by
important?
himself on the twirly thing in the park? He's like, yeah, he's like doing this cool guy pose, like leaning against it, but it's going horrendous.
He's having a good day.
He is having a good day. I like how you have
Yeah,
4
probably
identical
the
slides.
best- yeah, but probably the best tip that I could give you for like doing a capstone is when you're writing your paperwork, have it or make it good enough to where you could give it to someone else or a different team and they could make the project. Because if they can do it, then you can do it. Just remember that.
Some good
Everyone has
advice.
Shadow beneath the character. It should be.
Oh,
the shadows are probably just
I
low.
have the shadows turned off just for the sake of the game actually running well enough to stream, because like I said in the warning below the stream, my computer cannot stream live very well, let alone, this is also like an early build that's not like super duper well optimized for my computer, it's more so optimized for the computers you guys have it running at, and I got a very different build. So that's all that is. It's just I got the shadows turned off. Like I can open it up and turn them off real quick, or turn them on real quick. So like there you go. Now you got a shadow under the character.
The game is. Yeah.
Oh, this looks way better with shadows on. But the frame rate gets kind of chunky just since I'm streaming, so I'll leave those off. But yeah, there you go. I hope that clears a little bit up. This looks a lot better when you got the settings up, but I just got the settings cranked down just for streaming it. So now that I got the run, I can jump further, which means I can do this part.
You can also get that one guy bricks. I don't know why you need to be able to run to bricks, but
Get what guy?
that's the thing. There's the guy that has all the bricks around him and he wants more bricks, but for some, I think we plan to have it timed because he says that you need to run fast to get the bricks, but we just didn't have time to make it time.
I see. Oh, so I just got a shortcut. So now I don't need to go in those cranes to get up here. I can just use the air thing. Ooh! That's pretty sick. Oh, then there's a timer thing.
What,
I see.
Yeah, the big crane.
Yeah, the crane. You can just float back up. And I see. That's why I needed the run to get there, because I gotta run to do the thing that I did to get up there. Or I don't know what. I'm not explaining this right. You saw what I mean.
Yeah. Aram, this game has been this current build has been in production for about 4 months, 8 months with paperwork. RAD in general has been a thing for maybe like 3 years, I think. Remember me as well.
I remember you told me about it on Twitter like a long time ago. I think I was only at like 20k subscribers. Like I was like really small back when you first approached me about it.
Yeah. I think I remember like the first couple times I tried getting in contact with you.
Yeah.
Because like one time I was like, hey, I'm good at making logos. You want me to make a logo for you? Like, nah.
Yeah. Well, I get that a lot actually. Sometimes people are like, hey, well, can I make a logo for you? I'm like, I like my logo though.
Yeah.
Look at that. The doctor was named Scientist of the Month.
Yeah, I was like really big into graphic design before I got into college. I think that might have been before I got into college, but yeah. And then the next time I was like, hey, you want to do a Minecraft Let's Play?
Is that
and you were like, nah.
Oh yeah, I've never been into Minecraft. Is that a Glover reference? Gloverus?
Glovers?
Is that? Oh, I thought the hand's supposed to be an eye.
No. It's just, I don't know. I don't know if it's supposed to be, because we were asking people in my college if they wanted to like design like different town signs or shop signs or whatever, and that was one of the submissions we got, was a shop sign for Glovers. So that was just a 2D concept and I made it 3D.
Okay, so
and I just reused RAD's glove, so I didn't have to model another hand.
So, but the thing is, like, people are totally gonna look at that and think that's a Glover reference, which is fitting because that's another like kind of unique 3D platformer from the 90s. Where am I going? Okay, what do we got? The Brickdemic, that's the brick one you mentioned. Sprint for the MacGuffinite shards. Glover's secret. Oh, so there must be like a MacGuffinite at that building. One guy asked, Brandt is hang on. One guy asked, is this game gonna be as good as Sonic Adventure?
It'll be better than Sonic Adventure.
Are you sure? Sonic Adventure's pretty good. If you ask me anyway, I still like the game. I don't care if it's like not.
I still like it too, but I mean, there's been better built games than it.
Oh yeah. It's not a very well aged game, but it's still a very fun game.
But yeah, so I'm talking to a friend on Twitter, and James, my friend Sammy, says to tell you thank you for helping out on RAD and helping make the project awesome.
Oh, you're very welcome. it's been a treat to see this this project come along and get bigger and better as time has gone on. It's been very interesting. All right, so here's another one I needed the sprint to get because I was able to make that that long jump. Will this game be reviewed on NITROSTREAM? I don't know, probably. I'll probably do a promo for it at least, because I'll be, I'm in it, right? So, how many MacGuffinites do I need?
Easter egg with NITROSTREAM or something? I don't know. Wow, that's rad. There it is. You won.
Who won what?
You need iterations of 3 to unlock.
Yeah, so I need one more.
So you would need 6.
Yeah, I need one more. I got 5. Where's the brick thing? I want to see that.
It's the dude with the bricks all around him.
Yeah, like, where is that?
He's by the well. Like in one of the grassy areas next to the park bench.
Oh, hang on. Speaking of park bench, I wanna show people this excellent joke.
I'm so proud of that joke.
I really do love some nice park benches.
Do you collect thumbtacks out of all things? They're like pawns, like board game pieces, not thumbtacks. Do they look like thumbtacks?
Get it? It's a park bench. That's a bench. But it's not.
Wow. You look like you found your speed. You want to help me out? I need
How
some
do we
bricks.
know each other?
And
I
fast.
made a really bad model of James one time, and then he was like, "Dude, that looks cool," and then we talked.
Oh yeah, I remember that. You're like live streaming, making a 3D model of me. I'm like, dude, that's nuts.
Yeah, it was not a very good model.
I still appreciated that you're modeling me in to begin with. So I don't care if it's good or not. It was sick. It was dope.
Yeah, I should make a better one.
I use a better one right here.
I've heard there's a secret behind
there you
one
go.
of the waterfalls.
What's the inspiration behind Rad's design? I'm glad you asked. Let me go find my... I have Rad's process book on my website.
I think I've taken a look at that before. I think you showed it to me. You can see like his earlier,
wish
like
that-
more alligator-like design as well.
Yeah, it has his older designs, it has like silhouettes and the color palettes and all that stuff.
Okay, one thing real quick that I'm kind of impressed by is like, oh wow, every time I play like an indie game with like stuff like this, it is always so easy to get stuck. But like I have tried to get stuck in here and I cannot. Like on the stairs, like I cannot. Like I'll stop, but I won't get stuck. And like that's something I see so common. So you want to like kind of attribute that to Unreal then? Instead of being like, yeah, I'm actually an excellent programmer, James. Thanks for the
Probably, 'cause
compliment.
I'm not- I don't know how to program.
And you're making a game?
Yeah.
Well, that's the attitude, honestly. Like, hey, I don't care if I can do it. I'm gonna do it anyway. It's Brady and me sharing a meal. He's got like an empty bowl. Get the camera on him. There he is.
Yeah, no, let me hear that. Okay, here are the references for Rad, or the references page for his character design are Croc, Sonic, Gex, Spyro the Dragon, and Marty McFly from Back to the Future.
Oh, that must be the like the vest.
Yeah, that's where the vest came from. I don't remember if I ever wanted him to have a jean jacket or not, but
Yeah.
hey, do you know how hard it is to find purple puffer vests in real life?
Oh, I can't imagine that would even be possible.
They're
got a brick.
only like females sized or whatever.
Oh yeah.
It's like I own one, but it's like a
Hey,
It's a woman size.
those are bricks,
teal
all right.
kind, like it's a
Now I
dark
can
teal
finally build
kinda
that wall.
color.
Now Brady can finally build that wall.
Yeah, I don't even know where that joke came from, or why he even needs bricks in the first place.
People keep
I just thought it'd
asking.
be funnier if I added a bunch of bricks everywhere.
People keep asking if Rad's my fursona. He doesn't have fur. There's your answer.
Yeah. No,
Owned.
but he would. There's another. There's like a scaly, I think it is. Instead of a furry, it's a scaly.
I wouldn't know anything about that.
I don't know why I know about that. Will there be an Easter egg referring to steamed hams?
Steamed hams.
Well, I hope you're ready for an unforgettable Easter egg.
Well, I hope you're ready
Alright,
for
fine.
another challenge level, because we're gonna get another extra move.
Do I have plans for consoles? I hope so. If I can figure it out.
Didn't you say Unreal 4 has like an export for Xbox One and PS4 button?
Yeah, there's just buttons that you press, but you need to like do some permissions or whatever.
I think
And
that's
following sounds are funny.
I think that's really interesting that this challenge stage is testing the ability I previously learned. Because I need
How we
running.
had it set up was like, how it was set up is like you would unlock the ability and then you would play through the hub world to like get used to it, and then it would throw you a challenge and you would have to master it to get through the challenge. That's how it was set up.
That's very clever actually. That's actually a pretty good game design.
Thank you. I didn't go to game design school for 4 years for nothing.
That's true. Oh, I fell off. I got whacked.
This game is whack.
Oh, I did it. Okay.
Wait, Brandt, did I graduate? I did not graduate.
You still got another year
College
left.
Sucks.
College is pretty sick, actually. I miss college, honestly.
It is. I just hate that it's longer than it has to be.
Yeah. Well, my college course is only a year and a half, right?
Yep.
All right.
Like, they say mine is 4, but it's 4 if you come in with an associate's, and no one told me that. So I came in, like, right after school, and boy, that was fun.
Yikes. So I got the double jump. And the wall jump. Wait, so the wall jump and the double jump are together?
Yeah, you get them together.
Okay.
We just didn't have time for another challenge level.
Right
We
on.
thought that they were similar enough to
Yeah.
where you could get them both.
So, just one thing I should
Now the
say.
game is broken.
One thing I should say. The wall jump in this game is a lot better than the one in Vex.
Thank you.
Vex has the worst wall jump I've ever played. This one is very functional. It's not like, I don't think it's quite as like tight and precise as like a Hat in Times wall jump, but it's usable. It's pretty good.
Yeah.
So I can like get up
like-
buildings pretty quickly and easily like that.
It's like, it's such a simple wall jump, but because of how it works, like, a lot of the game can be broken pretty easily. Like,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can get places you're not meant to get to, but that also opens up
Speedrun.
like, more paths to things. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. See, that's what I love about... I love games where you feel like you're outsmarting the level design, but it's actually very deliberate because the developers are aware how you can use these moves to break the game. So it's like, oh, they actually put stuff up here. That Mario Odyssey is very much like that. It's like, oh, I can get up to this spot that you're not supposed to get to, but there's always coins there. I'm like, oh, they knew. They knew you can get up here.
Yeah. I tried doing some stuff like that, but a lot of it is like out of the way or hard to find, like hard to even see. So
Yeah.
if you get to anything like that, there's probably like a dumb, stupid secret. Like I know there's one for sure that you might not even find, and I don't think that you've found yet. That's like way out of the way, but it is a funny little reference. Also, these air conditioners on the roof are small. Those ones over there, I don't know why they are.
Air conditioners, like the ones on top of the buildings?
Yeah, on top of the buildings, yeah.
Why is there a
Some of them
pizza
are,
up
like, really
here?
small.
Who put a pizza up here? Oh, is that a... Don't tell me that's a Breaking Bad reference.
I have seen one episode of Breaking Bad.
Oh,
so probably not.
everyone's gonna think this is a Breaking Bad reference. There's a scene in Breaking Bad where Walter tries to make it up to his wife, and he comes home with pizza, hey, you know, and then things don't go well, and they don't even eat the pizza, and he leaves the pizza, and he gets mad, he just throws it behind him, and the pizza lands on the roof in like this exact position where it is in.
Oh no.
So everyone's totally gonna think that's Breaking Bad, but intentional or not, still a good bit.
Yeah.
I like the twirl he does with the double jump.
It's everywhere.
The control feels
Like,
pretty good in this.
I'm
I like it.
really, I'm really glad with where we got RAD, like game or control feeling wise by the end of it. I think it feels like
It is so much better than
I don't know
that
if I'm
first
just
build you
used to
sent
it.
me.
Yeah.
Oh, no, for sure. Like, the first time I played this, I was like, this is a lot better. Because before, you kind of had a problem with, like, forward momentum. Like, you go forward, and it was really hard to stop your momentum. It was almost like Castlevania jumping. It kind of felt locked to an arc. But now, you just feel like you have so much more control. It is so much smoother.
Was that one of the builds they gave you this semester, or was it like one of the old prototypes?
Oh, it was like one of the really old ones. The one where his, like, mouth still looked like an alligator. It was the one with, like, the floating block world.
Okay. Yeah, okay. I still even went back to that, and I'm like, I would go back to that when we were working on this version of RAD's current moveset.
Yeah.
And I was like, wow, a lot of this version, this old version, still feels really good. Like, some of it was really good. Like, I felt like how we had the level set up, and then, like, RAD's movement speed and everything was pretty balanced. And then, like, here, before we had the running ability, it just took forever to get anywhere.
I want to see
So
if I
we
can
just
clear that.
added the
Couldn't.
run and but yeah, like even with the like in the old prototype to glide you had to like press A in the air or whatever, and then now you trigger, which
Yeah.
I'm still getting a lot of like both negative and positive feedback from that, so I'm not exactly sure.
From, like, the glide move being
idea
on the
for
trigger?
that- yeah.
See, the thing is, when something is just a hover, I kind of like it to be the same button as jump, but I mean, when jump also has a double jump, it's kind of hard to do that. But RAD's glide, hover is more of a glide. I find it closer like Spyro than it like is Rayman, because Rayman like stops your momentum and you start going down, but RAD you can run into the glide and get some air time, and I think that feels better on a trigger than it does on the button.
That's why I say when you unlock all of Rad's abilities, the game is just broken because you can get to so many places so quickly.
Oh, there's another MacGuffin.
Honestly, I'm a little scared because like if we build levels incorrectly, then people will just really easily be able to break them.
Yeah.
So we have to be really careful with it and probably make them a little bigger just because of how fast we can get everywhere.
Well, you know, you'll do a lot of beta testing, I guess. What would be cool is if you had a Kickstarter for this. You could just give all your backers like early access to like tons of different kinds of builds, and they could give you feedback on it and stuff. And just like, oh, I can get here and you probably shouldn't, and then you can be like, oh, well, let me fix that. Or you can just have like a publicly available demo with like a comment section and just like look at the comments.
Yeah. I think what the original plan was just to have the Kickstarter, and then we would have like a joke or fake kind of like $0 tier where anyone who visited the page would just get a demo of the game.
Yeah.
So I think that would just be pretty cool.
Swery did the same thing on his Kickstarter. He didn't have like a joke with the $0 tier, but he had the demo available from the Kickstarter for his new game.
Hey Rad, can you grab 5 stereos from the observatory for me?
Sure, but isn't 4 speakers enough?
Hey, I don't pay to ask questions.
You don't pay me at all.
What if there's a MacGuffinite in it for you?
Yes, sir.
So I gotta find him some speakers. There's more pizza boxes! Look at Brady, he's like, all this pizza. They didn't even eat, though. Okay, that one, they started that one, they didn't even touch this one. I mean, I don't blame them after eating all that much. Jeez. That's very accurate, though. That's like every time Brady comes over, we just order pizza. Every single time.
I haven't had as much pizza as I usually have. I'm pizza deprived.
I'm getting a lot of vertical screen tearing, and I don't know why. It wasn't happening before.
I think that's just you.
Yeah.
You mean like for the game or in the stream?
In the game. Is that showing up in the stream? Screen tearing?
I don't know. I'm watching at 144p, so I can't even see what's going on.
Yeah, because you got real bad internet right now.
I see like an orange circle running around of it. That's like what it is.
That's good enough graphics.
Yeah.
Graphics.
I love.
Oh, I haven't gone to the waterfall section yet. Let's go over here. Yeah, I like how you got
this waterfall.
You go.
What were you gonna say?
Oh, okay. I was just gonna say real quick. I like how you have the classic like the items in a line kind of leading you to off-beaten pathways where it's like, oh, there's something over here, and you just kind of follow the path of like pawns. It's like pretty standard platformer design, but it's always good to have. There's another costume.
So yeah, anyway, this lagoon area, in the original documents that we had, there wasn't gonna be anything over here except for that beach tugboat. And then while we were in production, oh yeah, there's the voodoo skin, not voodoo Vince skin.
Because copyright reasons,
I actually did get in contact with Clayton about this, and he's like, yeah, you would have to talk to like Microsoft about it.
Oh, because
like,
Microsoft owns the rights.
Actual reference.
Got it.
Oh, there's another one.
Yeah, so I'm like, you know what? Yeah, so I'm like, you know, I'm a little too lazy to even attempt that, and I'm pretty sure they would say no anyway. So
well,
we're just gonna name it the voodoo skin and give it two buttons for eyes.
Yeah.
Instead.
Oh, instead of one button and one eye. Yeah. So that way it still serves as a clear reference to Voodoo Vince, but it's like still dodging the copyright.
Yeah. So that's. I think this is the only like reference skin really that you can get.
What are the other ones?
Yeah, what was it? Oh, so.
Red
other
Potato.
skins?
Rad
Yeah,
Neck.
that's just a
Rad Neck
potato.
is a KO the Kangaroo reference, isn't it?
Yeah. I wanted to try to get that figured out for like water, whereas that could extend, but the water is very rarely used in this. So this lagoon area, it went through a bunch of different changes while we were in production, because it was the first thing we did, because we didn't have anything over here. It's just like a mountain face.
Yeah.
So what our level designer did is he just threw in like different character models to make it look like a Mount Rushmore kind of thing. Oh yeah, that was one of the skins, but we're probably gonna take that out.
Oh,
for
it's
some obvious reasons.
yeah. So you don't want to get sued by Dragon Ball.
Exactly.
How do I do this puzzle again?
Or at least. Do you really want to do it?
We gotta show people. I mean, it's not gonna be in the game. We gotta show them now while we can.
It's do it at the end of the stream because it like breaks it.
Yeah. I'll do the combo and then I'll go to it later.
I don't know if it'll stay out when you go to a challenge
Okay.
level or not, but that's actually interesting. I don't know if it does. Anyway, so this lagoon originally was a Mount Rushmore, but it had like Rad's head, Redux's head, the Ducker's head, Stanley's head.
Yeah.
And it was that for like a couple weeks. And then we had this concept for like this like sage statue of this woman like reading a book, and then there would be a waterfall coming out of the center of the book. But we just didn't get around to sculpting that in time, and then I just ended up making a lagoon
Yeah.
area.
I do like the classic, like the character even calls it cliche in this game, but I do like the classic, you know, go and be. Honestly, if there's a waterfall, if I walk into the waterfall and there's nothing behind it, fuck this game. So that's good. That is essential that you have that.
Yeah.
That has happened to me so many times. Like I'll go to a waterfall and I can't go behind it, and I just yell, "Fuck this game!"
It's like when you're playing like a first-person shooter and you see stairs and you can go under them. And hopefully there's something under the stairs. Who knows?
It's like when you're playing like a first-person exploration game, like Deus Ex or whatever, and you go to a toilet and you can't flush it, and you go, "Fuck this game." If you make a toilet in 2016 or later, and you cannot flush it, why'd you even make a toilet? Come on.
You can't flush the toilets in RAD, but one of them automatically flushes.
I mean, like in first-person games. When I'm in first person, I walk up to a toilet, I gotta be able to flush it, or I'm not playing your goddamn game. Come on, toilets were made to be flushed. No excuse. I didn't think I was gonna make that. It's pretty sick. I want to make like grunting noises as I jump, but like that's already my voice that's grunting. I'm gonna put back on the default skin. The Halo 3 bathrooms had no toilets.
2019, I doubt that.
Oh yeah, it'll probably be much later than 2019.
Yeah.
Let's say
Like,
2021
even on,
for
like,
now.
I think somewhere you said 2020, and even then,
Yeah.
because when we get back from our vacation, I keep saying we're going on vacation. We're going to like Great Wolf Lodge for like a day or something.
Yeah.
Because that's all we can afford. But we're gonna like sort of step back and like gauge ourselves and use this project as just like, okay, let's times this by how many levels we want, and that's how long it's gonna take. So this was for months, and I don't want to be working on a game for whatever 12 times 4 is,
Yeah.
month-wise.
At least like
So-
straight.
Yeah, because I think we even had more levels than 12, but we're definitely cutting back now, and we're just gonna try to restructure things a little more.
So it seems when I leave like Vistabel and go into like the forest area, that's when I start getting a screen tearing. That's my computer's fault, not the game's fault. It's because I'm streaming
it.
it.
It might be the foliage, probably, or something.
Oh, that could be
Or
it.
because you're streaming it, I don't know. Actually, no, it's funny, like, when I was putting the foliage in, everyone's like, oh, your game's gonna run poop, but the foliage ran better than the town did originally.
Interesting.
Because of how we had to build it.
It's all about optimization, I guess.
Yeah, so for anyone, hot tip for Unreal Engine 4, if anyone's developing in that, don't make an entire town filled with buildings that are made out of blueprints. It won't work. It won't run good.
Don't know what that means, but I trust that that means something to people who are familiar with Unreal.
Yeah.
Oh, hold up. Here's a good bit.
Howdy ho, Rad.
This is weird.
Where's that red check, my boy?
I gotta go.
I gotta go.
Oh, you talked to the...
Yeah, the mailbox. I like that part. It's funny. So I need one more MacGuffinite. Let's take a look at the list.
Brandt, you want to plug your channel or Twitter? I don't know, am I allowed to?
Yeah, go for it. Just post a link in the chat.
Okay, hold on, I gotta...
Redux Stereo, Rad's Cliff Climb, atop the observatory. I'll go up there, just because I know where that is. I like that you can see it way off in the distance.
Yeah, I'll do it's the word that starts with P, professional YouTube, and then my two Twitters, I guess.
You can link your Twitter and the official RAD Twitter for like the game's development. Am I supposed to get in between these buildings? Okay, I guess so, because I didn't get stuck.
I gotta make sure that they know that I'm Brandt, because I'm not on my Brandt YouTube, I'm on my older YouTube.
Oh, excuse me. Wait, how do I don't remember how to get up there. I was up there last I played this, and I don't remember how. I think I gotta go around.
Oh, don't you remember you said the lines for going down the street, and then you can get to the mountain pass.
Going down the street? Which way, though? Like, I go to, like, the lagoon area, and then there's, like, a... Don't I?
No. The opposite way of the lagoon area.
Oh.
So, yeah. I want to give you the direction, but it's not very clear which direction is which, but the lagoon is north of town, so you need to go west of town.
So, lagoon is north. So, this way. Okay. So, that's where I was, but I thought I was going the wrong way. I guess I wasn't going the wrong way.
Okay, you just didn't go far enough, I guess. Ooh, like 309 followed.
Oh, at the end of... Oh, here we go. Okay, I remember this part. So there's 400 pawns, right?
There's 500, but you need 400 to get the MacGuffin.
Oh, that's something I was gonna ask you. I was gonna say, like, do you need all of them? Because, like, man, I'm not gonna lie, every time you need all of the thing to get a thing, like, I never get those ones, ever.
Yeah. You see, like, I'm still, like, on the fence about it, because we originally had, like, maybe 100 to 150 pawns in the level, And then we were just like, you know what? It's really unbalanced because you can collect most of them by the end, and the world just doesn't feel like it has enough in it.
Yeah.
So we just cranked the number up to a ridiculous amount, like 500, and then now there's just so many everywhere, and you just want to go everywhere and collect everything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, so what best character award did we win? If James collects everything, maybe we'll find out.
Oh, is it the Dragon Ball thing?
No, it's not the Dragon Ball thing.
Ah, shit, I can't make that jump. What was I gonna say? But yeah, I think what you could do at the very least is make it so you need to get a portion of them to get the MacGuffinite, and then if you get them all, just get like a gold stamp or something. It doesn't actually do anything, but just something to acknowledge that you got it all. Maybe like a Steam achievement.
Like that's what I was. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Is like you technically don't get anything at all for collecting all of them. You only get the MacGuffinite at 400, and then there's like no incentive to collect them after that.
As
So
long
I'm,
as
like,
you
trying to think
acknowledge
of, like,
it,
well,
some
what could
people
we give
might.
them for collecting all of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just like a menu stamp, I'd say, is all you really need.
I hiked all the way up here. But I don't
Important
wanna go any
question:
further
Are there
with those
enemies? There
marshmallows
are.
around.
They're mashed mouths. The conscious shells are technically enemies, but they're too cute for you to kill. So
The what? The mash mouths? Is that what he said?
mashed mouths. Yeah.
Let's talk to Brady, and he said something about mash mouths. So like, is that like? Don't tell me that's a Smash Mouth joke.
Yes, it was a Smash Mouth joke.
I heard. I was waiting for that. There was a silence there, Brandt.
Well, I was like processing what you said, and I'm also checking my Twitter on my phone, so it took me
yeah.
a second. What you?
What the fuck is this? Why is there a who is this?
Oh, that's Derek. That's who we named the diner after.
Oh.
Does he have the stars on top of him?
Yeah.
Oh, you can't see him. Okay.
Yeah, the stars
in my
behind
build,
him.
The stars are on top of him.
Oh, so the texture's like loaded in the wrong order.
Yeah, that's Derek. He went to school.
Yeah. I was just like, walk around a cliff. Who is this man standing on this, like, painted on this cliff? Like, this man, like, tags his own, like, image on graffiti. Like, he's just so good at painting, he just paints a photograph of himself on, like, walls.
So if anyone has seen the it's on my professional channel, but it's the real-time RAD rendering April Fool's Day video.
Oh, I remember that.
Derek is in that. Yeah, he's the guy who jumps off and dies. We originally, in the credits, we did have in memory of Derek because we technically killed him, but we took it out just because we wanted to be a little more serious, even though Akira Toriyama is freaking in our in our credits.
Speaking of, this actually is not related to what you said at all, but I just got another MacGuffinite, so I can go do another level and get another move. I'm gonna guess it's the glide move. Oh, freaking enemy thing.
Speaking of Akira Toriyama, let's get another transformation, shall we? By that I mean glide.
Oh, I see. There you go. There's a segue. If that's considered a segue. One thing I've noticed.
Oh, what? Screen-based. Oh, sorry.
Okay,
Someone asked if the MacGuffinite getting screen is based on Super Mario Odyssey. It is, yes.
But you said you never played Mario Odyssey, so it must have been your friend that did that then.
I've seen it. Yeah.
Okay.
He told me about it. I'm like, oh.
So we kind of like threw it on the table, and you're like, yeah, that looks good. But I was gonna say these challenge levels run a lot better than the main game, and I'm sure that's just because it's a more controlled environment with much less assets loaded into it.
Yeah, there's like nothing in these levels.
Also,
I guess people are, at least someone's trying to ship you with the mailbox. Or ship RAD with the mailbox, not you.
I'm guessing this is not how you intended this to be played. You might want to fix that.
Yeah, are you on top of those platforms?
Yeah, that you're supposed to wall jump between? Yeah.
Yeah, I do that too. I just never got around to fixing it.
This looks interesting though. Oh shit, I double jumped instead of... There we go.
Why does the fire animation look like moon crescents? Because they are. Like, that's how you do cartoony fire. kind of. There's just not a lot of them. Wow, you really cheesed that bit.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not quite what I was supposed to do, but I kind of made it anyway.
Every single time I see someone do it, they do it a different way, and I'm like, you know what? I should probably fix this, and I just didn't.
I think it's cool that you can, because I didn't feel like I broke it. I felt like, oh, I just kind of barely made that, so I think that's neat. But it's, you know, it's up to you to. What do I don't even know what to do from here. There's a walkway. Do I gotta jump off this or? Oh, I gotta jump all the way down there, don't I? Can I make that?
Where are you?
Oh, there's no way I can make that. No, you cannot make
No,
that.
you gotta look up. You gotta look up from there. There's like a platform that you can jump.
Oh, I'm so dumb. How did I miss that? How did I miss that?
Because people playing video games don't look up. That's
true.
People don't look up.
You might want to have like a sign with an arrow on it or something.
Yeah.
That would probably help.
I actually did something like that. So when I was in a level design class, we had to make like our own like personal levels or whatever, and I made this really nice looking hallway. And if you looked up, there were like volumetric lighting and dust, and it looked really pretty. But whenever I had someone play test it, they would never see it because they wouldn't look up.
Yeah.
So what I had happen is when you open the door to get into that area, a crate falls on your head, so you look up to see where it came from.
That's interesting. That's actually really clever.
It's like just a way of that's how you make the player do what you want, is you like kind of push them in that direction without them really noticing.
Yeah.
Like with something in the environment. I could have worded that better, but that's kind of just.
I'm not even too sure what to do here. Do I just gotta, or do I gotta do this? Oh, I see. That's cool.
Yeah. It's like part of me wants me to like tell you how to do things just so that you can.
Oh frick!
Get through it, but then part of me also doesn't want to because you know.
I want to see if I can figure it out.
Yeah.
So you don't get your double jump back after wall jumping. Let's see. Oh, frickin'. So am I doing this right? Like jumping off the wall between the rotating thing and the...
Yeah, you gotta jump between them.
Oh, frickin', I almost had it. This is difficult. Oh my god. Okay. I'm gonna get this. So, are you planning on having lives or just like infinite lives?
No, just infinite lives.
Okay, right on. Because honestly, like, lives are iconic as hell. There we go. Okay. They're iconic as hell, but I mean, they're so outdated. Like, I don't want to have to lose more progress if I happen to die so many times in a row. I just think that's annoying rather than challenging, you know?
Yeah. I'm part of the, like, that generation of developers where, like, lives is sort of, they're just not needed, like, at all.
I remember Rayman 2 was the first platformer game I played where when you died, it just said try again and put you back at a checkpoint. And, like, to me as a kid, I was like, this is actually way better.
Yeah.
And now I got the glide, so I can go...
The other game is super broken.
Oh, yeah. Manual says you can make a chopper out of your hair. Please!
Oh,
You just started that
okay,
game,
so-
didn't you? Rayman 3.
Yeah, so that freaking... It bugs me so much because all these people are like, oh, it looks like it reminds me of Rayman. Literally just attached hands because I don't know if people think Rayman spun his hands around them, but I don't know any video game character that spun their hands around them to glide.
I don't either.
So,
The closest I can think of is
that's
Ty
why
the
I did that.
Tasmanian Tiger who sticks his boomerangs out, but that's like, that's not even the same thing. I don't know any Rayman definitely doesn't do that. He does it with his hair. Make a chop out of your hair.
So yes, the mailbox is the final boss.
You're joking. Is he?
Am I? No, he's not the boss. I'm just you've been bamboozled.
Because I saw some of the loading screens says the final boss is the mailbox. I'm like, this is a joke, but as part of me thinks it's not.
No, there's no boss. I originally wanted to put a boss in the top of the bell tower, like you were originally supposed to go into the bell tower and climb up it from the inside, but we just didn't have time, so instead
Yeah.
we did that, but times 4 and in a different area. And I don't know why that was what we did, but
Thank you, Gregory. Gregory says, "Rad man." No, seriously, this game looks awesome. Thank you. I think it's been well, it's more of a compliment to you than it is me, but I'm thanking him for the donation. But yeah, it's been a wild ride seeing this shape up to what it is now, because like, man, when you first gave me that first build, I was like, this is cool, but pretty bad, and this is like, okay, this is actually getting pretty good.
you never told me it was pretty bad, so...
Oh, I didn't literally mean it. It was actually bad, but I mean, in comparison to this, it's like, okay, this is a step up, is what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You used to have the Rayman ledge grab where you can jump right out of it. I don't think that's in this build.
It is in this. It is. There's just no way to do it. And it's for multiple reasons. Like, for one, it just didn't feel good.
Yeah.
Because we didn't have it quite the way we had it before. 2, why would you want to ledge grab on everything when wall jump and glide and get up so much faster?
That's true.
So like even when we had areas where you could ledge grab, I would just completely ignore them and just wall jump everywhere.
It's interesting.
So I was just like, let's just not use it right now.
Because not to interrupt, but Hat in Time like doesn't even have a ledge grab. Instead, she does this little wall run just to clear those gaps, and I find that just streamlines the game like even faster. And it's like, well, when you have stuff like that, you don't really need a ledge grab.
Because I think a portion of what I was trying to do, or what we were trying to RAD, was just make a faster platformer.
The pacing is definitely very good. Like you it does feel fast. Like you feel very nimble.
Yeah. So like when some people are on YouTube like compare it to like a mix between like Sonic and like Mario Odyssey or Sonic and Spyro or something.
I wouldn't
like that.
compare it
Like,
to Sonic. I'm not really seeing any Sonic.
I think it's just because of like the more I don't want to say parkour stuff, but would wall jumping be considered parkour?
I guess technically, but I mean that's why I wouldn't say Hat in Time's like Sonic, but the wall jump definitely does feel a lot different than Hat in Time's wall jump too, so it's not quite the same.
Yeah, it takes me a while to even get back into. Thank you. It takes me a while to get back into Hat in Time just because the dash button is on L2.
Oh, and you have it on, yeah.
And I have it on R2 instead. But yeah, this bell tower, you're supposed to actually go up it on the interior, and it would have like its own set of challenge levels, sort of. Like it was gonna be structurally the same.
Yeah.
It was just gonna be in the bell tower.
Okay.
Yeah.
So these clouds remind me of, I mean, they're totally different, but the only other platform I can think of right now that had clouds you can jump on was Mario Sunshine, and that was really cool that you could fill them with water to make them bigger.
Yeah, these are just reskins of the platforms from the challenge levels.
Oh, I see.
Sure.
Because they just vanish. I like how they go poof. So that's really nice that since this is a more like open world-ish kind of platformer, you make those shortcuts. Oh, that's cool. You hide something up there that if you go back up with a shortcut. Red potato.
Yeah.
Oh, it's okay. It's literally a potato. Oh, that says rad potato, not red potato. I misread that. Literally a potato.
Oh. Yeah, so the potato skin was just a joke because I had made so many skins for RAD that everyone in my class was making fun of me, and someone was like, you should make a potato skin, and I'm like, I will. So I went home that night and I made a potato skin.
What are the two, like, candy corn looking things popping out of them?
Like, when you leave a potato for a little bit and it starts growing things?
Ew, no, I've never done that.
Oh, it's that.
That's yucky.
Yeah.
I'll put back on the Sunset Breaker outfit because it's my favorite one we got so far.
Keep the potato. We will keep the potato. Actually, I want to turn the potato into a cheat code called Potato Vision, where it would just change all of the NPC skins to potatoes.
That's a pretty good one. Should we talk about what the idea I had for the bad voice acting mode cheat code?
Yeah. James wanted to a cheat code where it would make all the voice acting bad voice acting.
Like, we would
thought it
redub
was
the
funny,
whole
that's a lot of
game
effort.
just really badly, and that would be a cheat code. I think that would be hilarious.
You see, I would do that maybe if it was just for like cutscenes and not like everybody's dialogue, because I think that would be a lot of dialogue.
Yeah.
Depending on how big.
Like, select lines. Maybe not like all the NPC lines, but like the main character lines for cutscenes, yeah. A good way to go about that. If that's a thing you actually do, because that would be like a lot of work, but I think it'd be worth it. I think that would be like...
There's a lot of work to do.
I think that would be something a lot of people would remember about this game, is that, like, there's a bad voice acting cheat code. That would be fucking great.
I want to bring back the like old style of cheat codes where you would like input them and you would get stuff for them. We didn't do it for this prototype just because we didn't know how, or at least I did it in the previous one, but it was like really correct because I'm not a programmer.
Yeah.
So it was just dumb how I did it.
So what you're like better at, because you keep saying you're not a programmer, so I'm sure a lot of people are like wondering, what did this guy do then? You're more into like the modeling and like the design.
Yeah. Yeah, so for everyone who is here and doesn't know who I am, by the way, I'm Brandt. I'm the character designer, the VFX artist, and the animator, but I do know how to like model props. Like a good chunk of the like smaller props I did. All the like buildings and stuff were done by our environmental artist.
But all the characters
trying
were
to-
modeled by you and animated by you.
Yeah, I'm focusing more on the characters' animations.
Yeah.
And then I've recently gotten into VFX just because particles in Unreal are really fun. And I've gotten good at them because I've done my research. A lot of the particles are actually based on a Hat in Time's particles, like RAD's movement particles are. They're based on Hat in Time, and then also that.
Like the poof clouds. when
Did you
like,
play
run.
any? Yeah. Did you play any of or that Sonic Utopia fan game? That came out a
Yeah,
while ago?
that was really good.
Yeah, a lot of the particles were, or we used that for references for a lot of particles too.
Yeah.
Like when you run, it's probably not going to show up. People are talking about the Breaking Bad pizza again.
Yeah, oh yeah, I just ran past it.
But yeah, the you have the graphics on low, but if you set the graphics on high and you sprint, while you're sprinting, it'll bring up like the cloud will like do a peak, kind of like how it does in
There
the Sonic
is
Utopia.
so much pizza in this game. Anyway, continue.
It's because it's the only food I bothered making.
So far, you gotta have like some hot dogs. You need hot dogs.
It was so easy to make. I can tell you, it had 9 pounds.
That's not a lot.
Stupid low. Okay, Harvey would like you to put the graphics up for 1 sec to see how it looks.
Yeah. Let
You
me.
did that. Get to a good spot.
Let's get to a spot
I
that's
see
like.
you in the cliffs.
Yeah, I'm just like at cliffs. Like cliffs aren't gonna look like notably cooler in HD or like good graphics. So I'll go to like a more village area. I want to see what's up here first. Oh, wait, maybe because I just got all the way up here. I don't want to jump down and get back up. Okay, here's a decent spot. There's a MacGuffin up there, but yeah, I'll put everything on epic, and it will run like shit, but it will look real good. There, it's just the shadows on look much better, but yeah. Oh, I see. Yeah, you got like the little stars and little sprinkly effects in there for like the running animation.
Yeah, there's like, like people aren't seeing the work that I did on all the particles just because the graphics are all the way down.
Yeah,
you know?
yeah, just for the sake of the stream.
Yeah.
Yeah, it does look good though.
I can't make level of details for particles, but I'm like really lazy about it.
Cool. There's a MacGuffinite on top of the observatory. So this right here is a portal. If I go in that, where's it gonna bring me?
Oh, okay. So this portal, no one is going to understand this. So, oh wait, oh, never mind. So the portal is a reference to another project that was being made in our capstone class,
Yeah.
and that project is called Gordon Yasmar, and it's a
Oops, I went in there.
spoof of JRPGs where the main character is Gordon Ramsay,
Oh my lord.
and it's all fate themed.
Well, this isn't gonna bring me to a
And
level,
what
is it?
No, it's just a cutscene.
Oh, it just puts me back out. But is that going to
Yeah.
be an entrance to a level in the final game?
We might use it for something, but anyway, it's there was supposed to be dialogue for this, but I forgot about it. So, and I just didn't want you guys to have to record anything else.
Yeah.
So Rad is supposed to jump into this portal, and then if someone were to be playing these back to back at the expo that we were just at, that game was right next to ours.
Oh, I
and
see.
in that game, there's an evil queen, which you could see in that portal, and she summons Rad to fight the main characters of that game.
So in the
He's
context
final
of
boss.
that like thing you were at, that's like a little reference that's like cool for the people there attending. But like out of context kind of doesn't make much sense. But yeah, I see. That's really cool.
Yeah, it doesn't make any sense at all. So we're gonna take that out for when we actually release this. But yeah, that was like our professor just loved that. He thought that was hilarious.
What the hell is this? What is this? Who would do this? Oh my god. It's a stack of
every
dumpsters.
Every single time we would come back and work on this, like me and the level designer, we would add one more thing of trash to it.
That's pretty funny.
We just thought it was funny.
Man, like when you get the glide move, that's when the game starts to feel really good. Like I just like hop in between rooftops. It's just like so smooth and good feeling, and I do that as I mess up and fall down. I really like this harbor section. It really reminds me of Rico Harbor in Mario Sunshine.
Yeah,
I mean, just purely because that's the only platforming harbor. Yeah.
Yeah.
More games need harbors. I really love harbor aesthetic, because I grew up in
This is probably the only harbor.
Because I live in Nova Scotia, and the city, my neighboring city, Halifax, is there's a big harbor with like tons of cranes and shipyards, and that's just kind of like my hometown aesthetic is just harbors and dockyards. I've always loved seeing that kind of stuff in games.
Yeah. But yeah, we're trying to we're trying to use some concepts in games that either haven't been used in a long time or haven't been used at all. So this is just a little sneak peek for if anyone was if anyone follows my Twitter or the RAD Twitter. I said that we were going, or was it my personal Twitter? On one of my Twitters, I said that we were going to Great Wolf Lodge, which is an indoor water park for research. We do plan on making an indoor water park level. Just because
that would be cool.
I
don't think that's ever been done either. Like yeah, like indoor. Yeah, actually, I don't think that's been done ever. I can't think of any platformer that's done that.
I just love like the indoor water park aesthetic, so we're gonna try tackling that. So we're going to Great Wolf Lodge within the next month to take some pictures and record some sounds and stuff.
Right on. So it's gonna be like you ever see like the Digino Gaming on Sonic Adventure talking about how like the developers actually went to like ruins and took pictures and stuff. It'll be just like that.
Yeah, that's what we did for RAD actually. Like a bunch of us went to different places. Like back. Not last year, but 2 years ago, Tyler and I and the other Tyler, who's the old programmer, and one of his friends, we all drove out to Saugatuck, Michigan, which is where like a bunch of really big sand dunes are.
Yeah.
And we went there and we took a bunch of pictures and recorded a bunch of stuff. And like a lot of the beach sounds that you're hearing from here is from Saugatuck, Michigan.
Oh, so Tyler would have just like recorded it on
Michigan,
like a Zoom recorder or something.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So if anyone lives in Michigan, go to Saugatuck because it's great beaches over there. I love it.
And you'll hear this exact ambience.
Yeah. Exact one. What is the RAD Twitter? Hold on, let me grab that.
It's at RAD the game. You can link it in the chat there.
Just at RAD the game.
But you can like link to the Twitter page itself, like the HTML link or HTTPS, whatever. And we've got another pizza. So who came out to this rock, sat down, opened the pizza box, and thought, "Yeah, I don't really want this," and like left it there? Like who did this? Who did it?
I mean, It was a Pioneer. They used to ride those babies for
Yeah.
miles.
It's like that pizza is like 600 years old. Or like 200. I don't know. I don't know when the Pioneers were, I think. Oh, I just realized I got, whoa, I got well over 400, game pieces, so I'm gonna talk to Stanley now.
You found all my game board
This game
pieces.
releasing on Nintendo 64, you betcha.
Thank you so much.
No problem, little buddy.
And if people are wondering why the portraits like load in kind of pixelated, then the texture load, that's just because the graphic settings are low. Just for the sake of the
It
stream.
does it to me too. There's like a setting that you have to turn on in Unreal. No one bothered.
When I was playing this earlier, it with the settings up, it didn't do that to me. It just loaded at the high quality.
It must be better than my computer then.
At least in like one field, because like, you know, there's a lot of
It still loads
different.
slow for me.
Yeah, I don't know. It's weird. Maybe my graphics card is different than yours, but like it just kind of favors mine for stuff like that. Who knows?
Yeah. Why does this game have 500 pieces? Because we wanted to fill the world, and I think it worked.
You know, it's like getting all the music notes in Banjo. You know,
Yeah.
or
Except you don't get anything for it, the demo at least.
we get a MacGuffinite. We're getting 400 of them at least. But ooh, excuse me. Where else do I have yet to go to? Redux of Stereo and
Your collection.
I gotta unlock all the shortcuts in Redux of Stereo, so I have not done that one yet. Let's go find the stereo. I gotta find 4 speakers, was it?
Yeah, they're up by whatever the thing is. Did you do the last challenge level? How many MacGuffinites do you have?
I got 13.
You should be able to do the last challenge level.
Oh, I didn't even think of that. I should. That would have unlocked at 12.
Yeah, it would have. It should have showed a cutscene for it. I don't know if.
I think
wasn't
it
paying
did, but I
attention.
just wasn't paying attention. I was reading the chat or something.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, that's a tornado. That's wacky. Yeah, let's go.
Oh yeah, because it's supposed to be unstable.
Oh, I
You
see.
can't see part of the particle because the graphics are so low. Like,
Oh, I
before
see.
you open it, there's supposed to be a bunch of stars and everything everywhere.
Honestly, I really
Yeah,
like that
fun,
you
this is,
do have graphic settings now because I think like 2 builds ago you couldn't change the graphic settings at all.
Yeah.
It was good to have that. All right, last challenge. Oh, we got them
I'm
rotatey
seeing,
platforms. But I went right over it.
Talk about like. I'm seeing some talk in the chat about like builds or what build this is or whatever.
This
Right
is
now, this is just like a college project, basically.
2.3.8 is the build.
Yeah, that one.
I can't even do it. I got it. Hoo-ha. Oh, these are gonna fall. Yeah, those are totally gonna fall.
Where is the abacus port?
Is an abacus what I think it is? The click clack number thing?
Like the slidey
Yeah.
calculator? Whatever, where you'd slide the. Yeah, that's what that is. That's funny. Is this gonna be at E3? Actually, we did submit this to the college games competition for E3, so we're hoping that maybe
You might be in like a sizzle reel. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what it'll be in.
That'd be pretty sick if you got that to land in there.
Yeah, I would probably cry. Like I did show you the I did show you my friend's capstone made
Yeah.
it into the GDC.
It was like the that's what the costume, the one with the wings, the Fireheart one.
Yeah, the fire
Yeah.
heart. Yeah, that's what that's from. But yeah, like, oh, so you know how I said that we won the spring capstone, or best capstone or whatever for spring?
Yeah.
He won the best for fall.
Oh, right on.
Does Rad have an Instagram account? No, he does not, because I don't use Instagram enough. I use it to talk to like one friend that I used to work with at Target.
Oh my god. I've never used Instagram.
It's like a dumbed down Facebook, and it's part of Facebook. So
It's just like images, but like you gotta do it from your phone, and I don't really use my phone enough.
I don't really care for it. So. Sorry, there's the RAD Twitter, and that's all you're getting.
I mean, Instagram's a great platform for like certain people, but you know, others it's just not their kind of jam. You know, different strokes for different folks, I guess. I'm more of a Twitter guy. I love Twitter.
Instagram is just as worse as Twitter. Everything's as bad as Twitter. Everything is horrible.
Oh my god, I forgot that you can't glide after you double jump, so you gotta save that double jump to come out of the glide, which I think is super handy.
Yeah. Is there a RAD MySpace? Nah.
Is MySpace even still a thing? I just skipped a chunk of that.
Yeah, you can skip like this whole section.
Some like walls or something.
AOL.
Probably help that. AOL.
Man, I haven't used AOL in forever.
It was a RAD MSN. Oh, nice. That was pretty sick. That last part where you fly over the flames.
Why can't you glide after a double jump? Because you need to be strategic with your platforming.
So what move do I get after this?
You get a swim.
Oh, right.
This is the last challenge level. Like, when you leave here, you've beaten the game, basically.
Okay.
So just a heads up, collect everything and don't go to the bed before you've collected everything, because if you go, I say go to the bed, but there's like the chair on the beach and you can go back to your nap.
Oh, the one that
that
I started in, yeah.
Yeah. If you go back before you've collected everything, it'll just play the credits and it'll reset the game, so you'll have to play it again.
Oh, okay. So we don't want to do that.
Collect everything. Yeah, you want to collect everything first, and then you'll get something.
So does everything include all of the all the pawns?
No, you just need 15 MacGuffinites and you need to beat the challenge level.
So I just gotta get the last two.
Yeah, you can't even see the credits until after the challenge level. Will this be at GOG.com? I don't know.
Could be. I think you get more money if you put it on GOG instead of Steam. I think Steam takes a bigger cut than GOG.
Yeah, we're not even. I just think that Steam has like the bigger audience.
Oh, absolutely.
I think that's where Shiver Swamp
yeah, I'm not even
the rainbow's
thinking about that right now.
I
I need to go to Great Wolf Lodge and I need to not look at RAD for like a year or two.
I forgot about this line. I tried to sound like Yamcha.
I've seen a rainbow just to the west. I think that's where Shiver Swamp
Oh yeah, I
is.
forgot to say, if anyone was listening to Stanley's voice, he sounds like Kid Trunks, and I think that's really funny.
Kinda, yeah, a little bit. Now you gotta have a. Can you have a character that sounds like Adult Trunks? Because I can do an Adult Trunks voice. I can do a perfect impression of Adult. No, I can't. Well, I don't know. I never tried.
I was gonna ask you to do it right now.
Trunks sounds like this or some shit, right? It's just like a.
Yeah, you're close.
What was the line they said in the dub of Super that's like, oh no, I can't believe it. What was it? Don't shoot! This man is not black, or something like that. I can't believe they have that in there.
I swear that, I swear that the who does the dub for that? Is that Funimation?
Yeah, Funimation.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure they were like, they've had that card with them up their sleeve until like, or since that line came out in the sub. Like they're like, ooh, we're gonna make that joke.
Oh no.
I don't even know if it's a joke or even on purpose. But
I'm pretty sure it was not. It was just a direct translation of the line is where they came from, and it's like, oh, in English this is, oh, I don't know, you can do that.
I mean, they
where's
could have
the?
said like, this man isn't Goku black, or this man isn't the guy, or isn't him, or something.
But the thing is, you gotta match the mouth flaps too. So like, certain amount of syllables, right, is the other thing.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if you heard me, but there's a comic behind the amphitheater.
Oh.
Like in the bush.
That's the oh, I see it. That's the costume. Yeah. And what's the last costume? Redneck. What the fuck? This is ridiculous. Oh my god.
It's everyone's favorite skin.
This is the best one.
Oh, good gravy.
Hey guys, like I can eat your pizza. Like I don't even need to walk across the room. Just like stretch my neck and take a bite. Where's the stereo parts? Like I'm walking around. I'm still not
Oh,
seeing
the
anything like that.
stereos. Go talk to Redux. I'll tell you where they are.
Oh, okay. So are there gonna be more than just the two duck characters, or are there gonna be more?
Grab 5 stereos from the observatory.
Like animal-wise, or
but
more duck
Hey, I don't-
characters?
You don't pay me at
What?
Observatory. That's where I gotta go. I just mean more duck characters. You've got 2 so far. Is that gonna be like a recurring character race?
No, I mean, if we need to, but there are gonna be like other animals. Like we did have unused animal characters. They just didn't get the cut for this project, but they will be going in eventually. Like we have a bear, we have a parrot.
You should
have
put in a dog.
dog.
Put in.
Probably the one
Hey,
animal I
put
should in.
put in a cat. Hey, I got one. I didn't have one. I'm trying to think of one. A mouse. What about a mouse? Where am I going? Observatory. It's this way. So when you make a bear, are you gonna have him like Bark the polar bear kind of looking?
No, he's gonna be like a grizzly bear.
Okay.
He's swole.
Oh, I just realized you have a Roadrunner wall here.
Yeah,
Classic.
that's where we were testing decals, which you don't know. It's a decal is basically a texture you could just slap on a wall.
Okay.
So that's what all the graffiti is they're just decals. So we were testing.
So I was gonna say, like, I know what a decal is in the context of like a sticker you put on a car. So I kind of figured it's the same thing.
It's the same concept.
Yeah.
But yeah, the bear character, like the reference that I used for him was Larry the Lobster, so he has like a similar body type.
Oh, I see. Oh, I see another comic book page over there.
Yeah. He's supposed to be a gag character where you'll see him in different parts of the town, but every single time or every different location you see him in, he's wearing a different job. Like he's a lifeguard, he's a police officer, and he's a firefighter.
Oh, that's like a classic bit. Like the character's like jack of all trades, always got a different job when you see him. I thought you were gonna say every time you see him, he's slightly more jacked. Like he's just more muscular every time you see him.
Good gravy. People like now coming into the stream freaking out about Rad's neck.
Oh yeah, yeah.
It's bloody.
Oh, I got another costume. I should probably put that one on. Oh yeah,
Yeah, you got the last one.
that's the OG original Rad model.
Yeah, I teased that a little while ago, and people, if I would put in a skin like that with Rad's old model, so yeah, I did. He doesn't have the old gloves because the old hands were gross, and I didn't feel like skinning them to his skeleton, and by that I mean it would have been really hard. So I just used the normal gloves, but yeah.
But yeah, just
It's
for
OG
comparison's sake, I'll bring him up close. That is what that was Rad's first like 3D model for like the original
Actually,
build.
second.
Or second, okay.
It's the second, yeah.
But the first one that you had in a playable version of the game.
Yeah.
Well, at least that I played, and then boom. Man, the new one looks so much better.
Yeah, dude.
But it's been really cool seeing you improve like on the game and the model and everything over the years. Or over the 1 year. I don't know how many years. If it's been a year or two. Oh, you can hear the stereos.
So someone said, hasn't James said that he thinks double jumps in games are lazy? I think, however, Rad has double jumps in it.
Yeah, that is something I was actually gonna bring up. I think double jumps can be lazy, but like I don't think they like do. I don't know. I think there's better moves you can have than double jumps, but like I think Rad has an interesting enough moveset that is like, yeah, fucking whatever. The thing about Rad's double jump is like you can use it to pop out of your glide, and I think that's something that is different, even if it is just a double jump.
I think it really depends on like the level too. Like that's a really big part of it.
Yeah. The other thing is like, it's more excusable for indie games because it's like I'm sure you and your 3 friends are not going to be able to make a game on par with Mario, like with the way the physics are in that game and the moveset and stuff. Like indie games totally excusable. That's why I like didn't even criticize that at all in like A Hat in Time. But like when we're talking about like another like large budget game with an actual studio, it's like then it's a little different, you know.
Yeah, like originally in this build, like back in January, he didn't have a double jump, and when we gave it to him, it just felt so much better.
Yeah.
Like it felt like you could do so many more things with it. So
the other
I would
thing,
say whatever is more fun and whatever expands the gameplay more is the better option.
the other thing is that it's not something you have from the get-go. It's an unlockable. And I think when a double jump is an unlockable, well then, like, Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy did the same thing. Then it's not just like, this is the character's move. Now it's like, okay, this is something that I didn't have before that now unlocks parts of the game that I could not go to before. And, like, that's another way that you can go about doing it that I'm like, okay, I think this is, like, making the most out of, like, just a double jump, you know?
Yeah.
That's why I don't mind it in games like Metroid or Sphinx and the Cursed Mummy, because it's like, okay, now I can get places that I couldn't go before, instead of just being like, yeah, well, just jumping on platforms is always easy. When the game's more about exploration, I think it's more forgivable than something like Crash, where it's just only focused on platforming itself, you know? Yeah, I don't know. There's like a million arguments, but that's just like my stupid hot take. I think I got 4 of the 5, and I can't find the last one. Of the stereos, I mean.
Oh, one of
speakers.
Yeah, well, it says that they're at the observatory, but they're like in the cliff area. So just
Okay.
like look around the cliffs as a whole.
Oh, there's one. And that's all of them. So is there only 5, or do you have like more than 5? You just gotta get 5 of them.
No, there's just the 5.
Okay. Because one problem I often have with collectathon platformers is sometimes I get everything but one thing and I can't find the last one. And I kind of thought of a solution to that could be is maybe have more than just like maybe have 7. But when you collect 5, all the rest of them disappear. So it kind of gives you the illusion that you collected all of them, even though it was like a little more forgiving. Like you didn't have to, you know. That makes sense?
That's actually a really good idea.
Yeah.
It's really clever. Yeah.
So that's something I always thought would be a solution to that problem. Like in the Tasmanian Tiger 1, I had that problem in every level, but if they just made like maybe 3 more and then just made the rest vanish when I get like, so you think you get the, you know, I think that would be a good idea.
Yeah.
Hey, thanks, man. I think I owe this to you.
It's really clever.
And there is the MacGuffin. Ooh! And the last one is open all shortcuts, I think it was.
Yeah, so I don't think I saw the Doctor up at the lab, but if you talk to him now, since you finished the last challenge level, he should go back up to the lab. So he should be by the well. That's not really explained super well. There's a couple lines of dialogue that don't make too much sense. Like when you talk to him, he's like, when you collect all of the MacGuffinates, bring them to me, but he doesn't do anything. You have to
I'm
go
going
back
to go back
when
to
you
the
collect them all.
laboratory and do some more. Perhaps you can find the rest.
This is using Unreal Engine 4.
Yeah, one guy goes, looks like UE4. Yeah, it is UE4. Hey, speaking of UE4, if there's ever a rad movie, gotta avoid UE Bowl. A little gamer joke for you there. Did you like it? Did you like my joke?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Rad is a human fidget spinner. Get out of here.
Oh no! I haven't heard someone say fidget spinner in like I think almost a year now. Those things are so like done.
Okay, so when we went to that career quest thing, our university were just giving out fidget spinners with our mascot on them,
Oh,
and they gave them
Lord.
to us. So I just put it on my desk, and then during the last like week or 2 of development, I was just playing with it. Every time I would playing with it, I'd be like, Paul, I'm gonna throw this fidget spinner out the window.
They're addictive.
So
you
I
know,
just-
it's just satisfying to twirl your fingers with it.
Yeah, so I just put it in a shelf somewhere. Just like, don't play with it.
You're not on the shelf. You put it inside the shelf. You cut a hole out of the shelf, inserted it inside the shelf, and put the wood back on.
I have a lot of like.
Hey,
things that
Radwell,
on my
would you
desk
mind
when I'm doing something.
activating all of the shortcuts?
Like usually, if I have like a
Just flip
figure
all
on
the
my desk,
switches around town.
like I have a little like Mega Man from Mega Man Legends.
So I just talked to Ductor again. He told me to hit all the switches around town. Around town.
You probably didn't get them all.
No, I didn't. I got the one coming up the way I just went up. The one at the lighthouse. I got that one. The one in the harbor.
There's 2 at the lighthouse.
Oh, there's 2 at the
lighthouse.
Oh yeah, I got 2 at the lighthouse. There's one at the very bottom, then one like halfway up, right?
Oh, okay.
I'm gonna
Yeah,
go
and
double
then
check though.
And then, did you get the one up here by the lab?
Yeah, I don't know. It's too late to look now because I am not up there.
Well, okay.
Yeah, I got these 2. Okay, so I'll go back up to the.
But why not Unity? Because I'm stupid and programming in Unreal is easy. I guess. I don't know. So how my games works is since when I started it, Unreal Engine 4 became free, so they just really wanted to push Unreal Engine onto us.
In your school, you mean?
Classes, yeah, in my school. But there are still classes that use Unity. Like all of the big programming classes will use Unity. But for all of the 3D courses, like, so people like me that know how to model and do art and stuff, we use Unreal Engine 4 just because of how easy it is to program with it. So like you know how programming is like typing out lines of code and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Unreal Engine uses something called blueprints, where you're basically connecting nodes to each other. So it's it's like working with like Venn diagrams, just working with like graphs and stuff. Like this box will do something and then you connect it. So like if you've seen like Nintendo Labo, it's like that but on steroids, or at least Nintendo Labo is Unreal Engine 4 but for kids. I guess.
Oh, so that's what's cool about Nintendo Labo, because it is like the earliest form of programming that a child could understand, but it's also like this physical, like Lego-ish thing. So you said there was one up by the lab. I'm up by the lab now. Oh, I see it.
One like around where the
Got it. Oh,
so
that's all.
Asked if we're using. Yeah, so someone's asking if we're using blueprints. Yes, but we are using C++ for some other things too. Like our programmer knows how to use C++.
The closest I ever came to learning coding was like using GameMaker. GameMaker has like a lot of drag and drop stuff, but you can also open the code. And like, I would only open the code to like swap out like, type in the name of this sprite instead of this one just to move things around, stuff like that. Never learned how to actually do it from scratch.
Yeah, I made a lot of games in GameMaker, like the first.
Yeah,
I actually want to post that to like my Facebook or my Twitter or something, because I have video footage of the very first game I made.
Oh yeah.
And I want to put that like next to RAD and be like, hey, look at that. That's pretty neat, isn't it?
That's cool. I mentioned in my original Undertale review how I used to make games, and they were still up on my old like Yo-Yo Games account, like this Chrono Trigger game and like some Kirby's Space Invader game. And I checked again like a couple of months ago; those are all gone. Like they're not on the site anymore. They got bland. They got wiped. Sucks.
Yeah, I tried finding my old games, person shooters, and I just couldn't find them. And I'm like, well, okay. I don't have them anymore, so I guess they're just gone to the sands of time, which
also,
is probably good.
So, since I got all the MacGuffinites, what is it I'm doing now?
Just go back to sleep on the beach. Get to watch credits. And then I get to hit post on the RAD Twitter.
Yeah, someone mentioned why doesn't the protagonist cast shadows? Again, it's just because I have the shadows. I got the settings cranked way down low just for the sake of streaming. I mean, it's not even running at like a good solid frame rate, even with the settings low. It's just my computer. But I'll show you real quick again what it looks like with the shadows on. Everything looks way better with shadows on. There we go. See, casting a shadow. Everything just looks way more organic. But yeah, I have them off just for the sake of the stream. That's all. That's all that is. Alright, going back to the beach chair. What do I jump in it? Oh, I gotta.
Boy, that was a long day.
I'm gonna continue my nap.
All right, that was the RAD demo. Is there something after the credits?
Maybe.
I mean, maybe. Well, that's a yes if I've ever heard one.
I'm trying to like type in what I should say before I post this. I can't. Gotta give a description. And I'm like talking to you and reading chat.
So this here was the game's main theme that Tyler composed.
Yeah.
I like it a lot. So when do you think you'll have a publicly available version of this demo for people to play?
Hopefully within the month.
Right on.
That's my plan at least.
Cool. So where can
Okay,
people,
now I just gotta hit...
Huh?
What?
You go.
Oh, so, I'm just waiting until after the after credits thing that may or may not be there to hit tweet, and then I will be crucified for my facial rigging. Anyway, what were you gonna say?
I was gonna say, I don't remember.
Oh, well.
Shit, I forgot.
Yeah. You're probably gonna be like, where can people stay updated with you or something like that, or get the demo
Oh,
or
yeah,
something.
where are people gonna be able to find the demo?
I'll be posting it, or at least a link to it, like on my Twitter, and then probably with a YouTube video or something. But I'll probably like upload it to, maybe Drive. I don't know. I upload stuff.
So when you get that out, I'll tweet that, and I'll also make it a community post on my YouTube channel.
Right.
Just since we, I'll also put it in the link of this stream when that happens. I'll do that, because this stream will be archived where people can still watch it. So I'll have a link to that when that happens. So here's the end of it.
Oh boy, I'm still at programs used.
Oh, that is the end of Sonic Adventure.
Yeah, I know.
That's
The credits are based on Sonic Adventure.
that's the
credits.
Sonic Adventure credits. That's good though. That's a good nod. Oh,
I had.
wait, hang on. I got the.
Yeah.
Oh, never mind. The game just closed.
What? It closed?
Yeah, the window just closed itself.
Crap.
No, and then the people can see the bit of the Discord
Hold on.
on the stream that the game is covering up. That just looks kind of weird.
Why did it close? You got all the MacGuffinites. You finished everything. That's weird.
Yes.
That shouldn't happen.
What was supposed to happen?
Bro. Hold on. I'll send you a link.
Link to.
Because I have the thing that's supposed to be at the end. Is this it?
You want to just like link it in the chat to the?
I'm literally just gonna like give it to you.
Was it like a
Do I
video?
need it's gonna be a zipped folder that has a video in it.
Oh, and you want me to play the video?
Yeah. I
Okay.
would just give you or upload the video, but my internet sucks.
Okay.
It would take ages.
I
and this
see.
is a
So
really
I'm opening it. Let me get the. Oh, I gotta go into OBS and get the freaking videos cutscene.
It's really weird. It should just play that.
Yeah, I don't know.
Like when you collect everything and go to bed, whatever.
Goofed.
Yeah, I did goof, or maybe our programmer goofed. I'll tell him that.
I gotta download this. Hold up.
So how's
Let me download it.
doing?
While that downloads, let's put something fun on screen, like here we go. That's fun. Good little picture Gex, like.
Didn't play. Fix it, Lloyd.
Ooh. God, I'm an idiot. All right, that's done. Let me extract that folder.
Gex just showed up.
Yeah.
Yeah, it should just be.
Videos. There
but-
it is. So I will load the video through OBS. Let me go add. How do I do media source? I believe that's it. Vidi, and then browse for the file, which is where did I put it? Oh no. H. It was under H. HHATSRB. HIJKLNP H. Okay, there it is. And videos. Oh, here it is.
Yeah, this
It's
is
going. It's
the
going.
folder
It's
that I
going.
sent. Okay.
So, this is the kid raised by that fool Sigil. He doesn't seem like much. Nobody will stop us. We'll take back the world that was stolen from us. Come along now, Lilac. We have work to do.
All right, that was it. That was the what, the villain of the game?
Yeah.
Cool. I couldn't hear what the audio said because I loaded it through OBS, but the waveforms were there, so I think people can hear it. I think did the audio play for that?
The audio is fixed in the new build because it runs in real time, and that one was an old recording.
Okay.
Okay, I posted it to Twitter, so if you guys want to go see Iris Synergy, she's now on the Twitter.
All right,
That's the
so
villain.
yeah, I guess that kind of concludes the stream. That was rad. Hope you guys think it looks cool. It's been super cool being part of this project, seeing this game like evolve and get better and more polished over the year or two that Brandt's been showing it to me. Been awesome and fun to be a part of it. So yeah, stay tuned. Follow the RAD Twitter at RAD the game for like updates on it. Brandt, you like regularly
people
post
are wondering
stuff.
about the waterfall secret.
Oh right, the should we do that?
Yeah, just go do that. It's fun.
Yeah, okay, we'll do it. I can load the game in the mode that has like all the stuff unlocked already, right?
Yeah, you can do Expo and then just run over there.
Okay, so it still works in that mode is all I was asking. Okay, let me open up the game again. Where did it go? And I got radcapstone.exe. Alright, I'm loading it up. Give me a second. Still loading.
Good, now I can put this on my freaking website
The stream?
so people. No, my Iris.
Oh, the yeah.
'Cause I've been wanting to. She's my most recent character model, and I haven't been able to site for.
Oh, I see.
Like companies to see or whatever.
Yeah.
Yes. Boy.
Oh, one guy said
Emerald.
now that you can swim, can you reach the island past the lighthouse?
You can like break the game by swimming still kind of.
I didn't even like
There's,
consider. I didn't even try swimming.
Yeah, there's a breath meter now. But you can just check it by jumping out of the water.
I gasp for air every time I jump out of the water.
Yeah, it sounds weird.
Yeah, when you do it like over and over, it does. I think that should be something you hear maybe when you get to land. Oh, you drown. So you can only be in the water so long. I see.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyway, let's do the waterfall thing.
Gasp, 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 gasp.
What? Huh? Oh, that's what someone's. I like the sound that it makes when you pick up a piece.
Someone said Iris looks cute. That's not what I was going for, but sure.
Check
By the way, the symbol on her jacket was in the wall in the beginning of the game, right? Her symbol is everywhere. Or at least
Oh,
that's
so there's like
the,
references to the character.
Yeah,
in the
well,
game.
it's the Synergy family sigil, I would say? Sigil? Symbol? I think I had a better
Emblem?
word for it. Emblem? Yeah, family emblem or something like that. Seal? Family seal?
Did I do it?
All those words mean simple things. Did you do 4, 1, 2, 3?
4, 1, 2, 3. What? That's not the. I figured it would be the number, the order of the stack.
No. It's weird.
So did I do it? I didn't get to hear noise or anything.
No, it would say you got it.
So it's 4, 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, and you're looking at how high the stack.
Didn't do it.
No.
Like it's the number of how many? Because shouldn't it be like?
So you're doing the tallest, and then the shortest, second shortest, and then second tallest. So 4, 1, 2, 3.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's what you meant. 4, 1, 2. There it is. I see. Okay, I misunderstood. I thought you meant the order in which they were placed, and not like the amount of the heads were stacked up.
But yeah, so back to that family seal thing real quick. Like that, you're supposed to be like playing through the game, and you'll see that that seal is actually on like almost every piece of technology that's in the town. So you're supposed to be like, oh, this company owns like all this technology, and then you see at the end that she has that same sigil on her jacket.
I see.
So you're like, oh no.
So this big ball of glowing light is what we're here for, right?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it.
Oh boy. I'm just gonna watch the chat because I'm like 20 seconds behind.
Oh, the other music didn't stop, so it's playing like the Ultra Instinct theme and like the other music.
Yeah. Oh hell yeah. Oh no. Oh my god. What? Oh, and the particle's broken too because you don't have it turned up all the way.
Oh, let me turn that back up. Effects.
Well, I mean the transformation particle. We can't see it yet.
Oh. Well, there are still more particles around them. Not there before.
Am I having a stroke?
You thought the glide broke the game.
Yeah, no.
You mash the button, he keeps like warping forward.
And exactly.
Oh yeah, this is not going to be in the final game at all. You just did this for fun.
No, it's not. Yeah, this was a joke that I took way too. So I don't even know if I'll keep this skin.
Oh shit. Oh no. I hit the turn me not saying super off button.
Okay.
What are words?
I guess whatever. Yeah, that one. I don't think you can get back because I'll kill playing.
I can restart the game with the settings on, so we'll see like the proper transformation. I'll do that. I'll maybe just reboot the game. Give me a sec.
Yeah, after I like showed that actual, or when I actually showed that skin on the Twitter, people were like, "Or can we actually have a super transformation version?" I'm like, I wanted to, but I think that's a little cliche. Like for like a final boss or something, I think that's a little cliche.
Hey, honestly, I think you gotta embrace the cliches if you're like, yeah, I'm making a 90s platformer-inspired game. Fuck it, do it. Have the transformation. Have the big, crazy, stupid boss fight. That would be sick, dude. That'd be awesome. Legit. I think people would love that.
Yeah, probably, yeah.
You'd just be like, you're in space and you gotta fight the bio lizard.
I just wanted to watch an innocent stream, and now James just turned holy white ultra or holy while Ultra Instinct played. Oh, yeah.
I gotta do the waterfall thing again.
I told my programmer about you not getting the secret cutscene, and he said, "Well, I am reprogramming the project anyway, so it doesn't matter."
All right. So it was 4, 1, 2, 3, right?
Yeah.
Bunzo.
Oh, so, and also in that that other project, Gordon, that I was talking about that you can go into the portal for.
Yeah.
The final boss in there is RAD, but with that transformation.
Oh my
So
lord.
he even he even does Kamehamehas. Like, I'll send you a link to the transformation because
I need to see that.
there is, yeah, the programmer over there is also a VFX artist, and he did a way better transformation particle than I did.
Where am I
But
going?
I did mine first, and he basically based it off of mine. So I just did it better.
I see. Where's the fan to get back up there?
Yeah, all the fans should be turned down if you're in expo mode.
Yeah, I don't remember where the fan is though. There it is. Found it. Okay, let me turn the it's the effects I gotta have on.
Yeah, like particles.
Okay, particle effects are on high. So here we go.
Like, this should be like
Oh wow, there is a lot more to this that we didn't see at first.
yeah, I told you. it's awesome because I made it go with the music too. I think they're really drunk.
Is that an invisible wall? What's going on? Oh, I can warp through it. Okay. Clearly, I'm not supposed to see this machinery thing from this angle.
No. There you go. You're having your own episode of Boundary Break.
You don't even need a hack camera. If you just go Super Saiyan, Ultra Instinct, that's all you need. Goku is more powerful than the hacked camera. Dude, there's a boat there. I want to go on that boat. Oh, so you don't like clip through the boat. You can actually like land on it. It's cool.
Yeah, it actually.
How is this boat going if there's no one driving it?
Self-driving boats are the future, man.
Anyway, that's yeah. That's all of it. It's the whole demo. Hope you guys enjoyed the live stream. Goodbye. No, I'm not gonna do that abruptly. Any last things you want to throw out there before we hit the do not stream button?
Yeah, follow me on Twitter. Follow the RAD Twitter. My YouTube or my website should be on both, and you could probably easily find my YouTube anyway. But yeah, we're.
All right, thanks for watching, everybody. Oh, what? Oh, you said. Oh.
What?
Thanks for watching, everybody. Rad's super cool. Goodbye.